Y'all ready? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the New York born, Las Vegas made, always getting paid, with the Usain Bolt fast, the one to beat, but good luck with that. The man who never sleeps, and neither does his podcast. The notorious, the glorious, can do everything except Boris. Has the funniest jokes. Is always woke. The podcast GOAT. The man with the plan. AKA your host, Killer Cam. Now kick back in your seat and we welcome you to the podcast that never sleeps. Killer Cam. And witness greatness.
She feels it.
I'm feeling it.
He feels it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very catchy.
Very. Whoever made this beat must be a fucking genius. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Long Rat That Never Leaps. I am your host, Killer Cam, aka your boy. And today we have the amazing, the handsome, the incorrigible, Ja Resurrectum, Jared, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
Always a pleasure. And of course, finally, it's been a week, but we have the beautiful, the not incorrigible Princess.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Princess,
you,
we needed
thank
you back.
you.
It's so good to have you back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I am me back.
You are back.
Yeah.
By the way, actually, I'll wait until, well, I guess it's going to go live. Guys, I need you to do me a favor, okay? Let's get serious here. Let's get serious just for a moment, okay? Nothing too crazy. I'll make the most serious.
Right, that makes it more serious
exactly.
for sure.
So here's what we're doing, guys. It sounds too sad.
Yeah, and fast.
So, guys, here's our little deal. We're just doing a little deal. Check it out. Me, your boy Jared, your girl Princess, we provide the funnies. We provide the gigs, right? Mm-hmm. And you know how much it costs? Nothing. Fucking
all.
$0.99.
That's true.
Zilch.
That's true. I looked it up. 0.
You looked it up. Yeah, $0.99 minus the fucking 99. And that's 10% saving. No, guys, all we're asking in return for the fucking gigs, the hilarity, the jokes, the amusement, the knowledge that we're giving you, all we're asking is for you to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button. That's all we're asking. If you want to leave a fucking comment, I'm not going to stop you. That's encouraged behavior, okay?
And guess how much that costs?
$1 million?
Minus $1 million.
Oh, wow. That's tough
You
math,
get
but
paid
it's
$1
cheap,
million.
it sounds
Yeah.
like.
Well, good. So
It's
then do it.
win-win.
It's a
It's
fucking
a
win-win.
win-win.
You get the gigs, you get the awesome, you get the genius. We get you to hit a button that takes 2 seconds, 3 buttons. Boom, boom, boom. Leave a comment.
Reciprocity.
Done.
Yeah.
And you want to leave a comment because we're going to talk about a lot of shit. You're going to be like, I need to get this off my chest. And I was too stupid to watch Tuesdays at 4:45 p.m. So I didn't get to see the brilliance live. So now I got to leave a comment. You could have been in the chat. Just saying. Anyway, guys, it's happy to have you all back here. And today's episode is going to be a dope episode. So it's a little spooky, a little scary, a lot of fun. But we'll get into the meat of it a little bit later. First, I want to start with, it's most people's favorite segment, I think, right? The motherfucking Marvel Minute, my friend.
Yay!
Minute time.
Yeah, I wanted to do some license, like the Marvel Avengers theme, but that is copywritten material that we cannot use.
What
Yeah,
if
I would assume.
What if we had someone like beatbox it?
Oh,
Wouldn't that
yeah.
be dope?
Or a drum cover or something dope. Yeah, that'd be sick.
Something. Yeah,
We'll
I
do
know
a cover
someone
of
who
it.
has drums.
Yeah.
That's legal.
I think you can do
Yeah,
that.
as long as we don't play the track in the
I
background.
don't know, though.
Doesn't
Yeah.
someone we know literally have a set of drums?
Oh, my God.
I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
It's meant to be.
It's meant to be. So, Marvel Minute.
Dun, 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 dun.
So, today in the Marvel Minute, there's something we need to discuss.
Okay.
Very important. Princess has been watching all the Marvel movies.
Yay.
We have.
So, Princess, you are up to what movie now?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Still.
Oh, yeah.
Still.
Okay. So it's been like
I've had
a
a
week.
pretty eventful week.
Okay. But
So-
you watched, granted, she did watch back to back to back to
Yeah.
back a bunch.
Yeah.
She's already up to Guardians.
So after Guardian, is that Avengers next?
No, I think it's Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
That takes place like 2 years apart, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're far apart.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Let me pull it up.
We got a computer and you use your phone. I give her a
Yeah,
laptop.
I think-
I get a
No,
laptop
listen,
for her and she uses her
because
phone.
I have the list. I'm watching them on
Oh,
my
you already have.
phone.
Okay, that's fine. You have.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I'm
fine.
using my resources.
Because you haven't seen Avengers 1 yet, right?
She has. She's
I
done
have.
Avengers 1, bro.
I've done
Oh,
Avengers.
then never mind. Yeah, this
Yeah.
does. Yeah, it comes after Avengers.
Yeah.
Okay, so then what's next?
Okay, so.
So
I
after
watched-
Guardians should be the Ant-Man,
Oh, maybe.
right?
Let me see.
And I'm
Nope.
sort of a
Guardians
guess.
of the Galaxy 2.
Okay, you were
Okay.
right. And I know you said that when we talked about it last time. You said Guardian. So what did you think? First of all, let's back up.
Okay, so the very first one I watched, Captain America.
The first
The first
fucking
Avenger.
Avenger.
Yes,
I loved it.
that's a good one.
It's
I
really
loved
fun.
it.
It's
Yeah.
really fun.
I
Peggy
loved-
Carter's a sweetheart. God love her.
Yes. My favorite part still is, so do you fondue? Remember?
Yeah.
I loved that part.
And
It was
we
very-
forgot what it was. We knew the line. We just
I thought that was
didn't get it
hilarious.
immediately.
You guys didn't. I was like, really?
Yeah.
You have all this.
You
stuff
motherfucker,
behind
yeah,
and
you don't remember the
know
line?
what I'm
And they
talking
made a
about?
whole spin-off show about
Agent
those
Carter.
characters, so you should check that out. It's a good
Yeah.
show. You have a lot on your plate,
I
but
don't
Yeah,
like,
fuck.
really more
I did it.
homework.
I did it all at once. I did Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because it overlapped with the
Yeah.
movies, the first few, all the way up, I think, till
the final
Age of
season.
Ultron.
Yeah, the final season didn't even talk. It mentioned Thanos and shit, but didn't even
Yeah.
talk about the snap or anything.
Right. Well, they were
anyway.
they were going through time. Remember, that was they were. Are you talking
Not
about
even
the
a
space
reference
one?
to it.
or
Yeah,
the
I
time
didn't
travel
watch it. I
one?
just heard that they didn't even
Oh.
reference it, which is blasphemous.
Yeah, it got far away, and a lot of people don't even consider Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to be
Canon.
in the same universe,
Yeah.
which is so fucking stupid.
Stupid because they make direct references.
They
Sif is in it, like-
overlaid those. Yeah, in fact,
they didn't do it as well as they should.
No,
So-
but they did. So if you're up to Age
No,
of
but you're
Ultron,
wrong.
they did. The episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that leads into Age of Ultron is
Yeah.
so sick. The way they did that. If you haven't seen
Oh,
it,
yeah.
you have to see
dude,
it.
even better yet, after Winter Soldier, how great was that?
What? Oh yeah. Well, are you talking about the?
Hydra.
Yeah. That was a
That
great.
was
You guys
it
get
wasn't
past
directly
what I've
related
seen,
to
and
the
I'm
movies,
like, I have no
but
idea what you're talking about.
So yeah,
Some good
back
stuff.
to you. More importantly,
Hello.
So hello.
Hello.
So Captain America. So by the way, we are gonna do a tier list, and I was making one, and then I'm like, maybe there already one exists. 1,000 exist.
Oh,
clearly.
yeah.
So I
Yeah.
found it online. Super cool, and yeah, so I'm excited for that.
nice.
Yeah. So you saw Captain America. You thought it was great, of course. Iron Man 1, great.
So in the order I watched them.
Let's go.
It
Okay.
was Captain America, of course.
Okay.
Very-
Chronological.
The
This
first
is good.
Yeah,
Avenger.
Yeah.
And then
Captain Marvel.
sure. And what do you think, Cap
That
Marvel?
was okay.
I didn't love it. It was
And
yeah,
then
it's
the
down
chick
there.
was badass. You
Sure,
know, I
dude,
liked-
she's so great
I
in the
like
later
the story
movies.
behind it, where she was a pilot and stuff like
Yes.
that. You know, and then
Yeah.
she
Cool.
went to see her best friend, and
Yeah.
like that was cool.
Maria
Yeah.
Rambeau.
And I did notice they didn't even have her in the Avengers.
Yeah.
I think they should have.
Well, we don't know where
we
she is,
know
right?
you find out later
Yeah.
why she's
Oh,
not.
Because that took place in the 90s.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now
And then
she's
she went
out
off
fighting
planet.
cosmic battles. So,
Okay.
yeah.
And not
So-
and not every other planet has the Avengers.
Well, I mean, in Guardians of the Galaxy, maybe she should have popped up.
That'd be
'cause she's
cool.
in the
That would've been
galaxy.
That would
very
be
dope.
cool. Well, the newest, well, never mind.
yeah, that's, yeah.
So and then Iron Man. I've always loved Iron Man.
Of course.
Not as much as Cap,
Always.
but yeah.
He's the best.
I've
the
always
second best
loved
for sure.
Iron Man wins always. Number
Not in a
one.
fight, not in Civil War. We
No,
saw
but
that hand to hand.
Captain
He
is awesome,
lost.
too.
Oh, no.
He's
It
super
when he got double
good-looking.
teamed, you mean, then
And
he
he's
lost.
very humble.
One-on-one, he beat every
No,
time.
no. He blew off Winter Soldier's arm 1-on-1 after he took the other guy out.
Yeah,
I haven't
anyway.
seen Winter Soldier yet.
Yeah, that's where shit gets real. I mean,
Guys,
oh my
let's stay on
goodness.
track.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
kidding.
no, right?
No, and so the Incredible Hulk,
Mm-hmm.
Incredible Hulk.
It's all right. It's fun.
a
It's
good
the
one.
Hulk, so
it's
it's
like
fun.
the Marvel version of Beauty and the Beast.
Ooh,
Yeah, no, that's
interesting.
literal. Yeah,
Cool.
that's literally
Like,
exactly
that's
right.
what I saw.
Yeah, I
and
like
the
correct.
lady I take care of, Tracy, she loved it. So she's like, she wanted to watch it last night.
Mm.
So I turned it on. Was it last night I turned it on for her or the night before? I don't remember. But then I saw Thor. Thor's cool.
Wait, could you imagine Hulk ballroom dancing though with that chick? That
Dude.
would be
That would be
hilarious.
awesome.
What's her
Yeah.
name?
Talk about a lullaby.
What's her name?
Oh yeah. What
on.
is her freaking name?
So what did they name the thing that him and Stark built in Age of Ultron? Veronica, right?
Yeah, but
Why did it name that Veronica?
I don't know.
So Betty
Wait, do I not know? Go ahead.
Betty
Yeah,
Ross.
Did it stand for something?
So no, it didn't.
Oh.
Betty Ross
I knew it was
is
Ross.
his girl's name, who's Thunderbolt Ross, previously played by William Hurt, now played by fucking Harrison Ford. Do you hear that?
No.
Harrison Ford's picking up because William Hurt died. He's fucking gonna be Red Hulk, Thunderbolt Ross.
As a different character, though? He's going to take over the
He's
character?
taking over. They're switching.
Okay.
They're doing a
Yeah.
Don Cheadle on him.
Damn. I would rather him have his own character. I don't think...
No, he'll be good as a Thunderbolt Ross.
He would be
And
if
then
he
they
was
make him
always
Hulk with a
Thunderbolt.
fucking
I don't
mustache,
like
bro.
cast
Come on.
changes.
I don't like cast
I don't like
changes
that
either, but I'm
Yeah.
not crying for Terrence Howard, right?
Yeah.
I did notice the cast
I-
change
I
from
did.
the Incredible Hulk onto the Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sure did. So it went from Edward Norton into Mark Ruffalo.
Who
Who's
do you think's
better?
better?
Fucking
Oh,
Mark
yeah.
Ruffalo
Yeah.
for sure. Him and his weird face.
He
like I was-
kills it, yeah. He
No, this
kills
is the
it.
best part.
Norton was okay.
Jared, please observe. It's like I was made for this. Dude, tell me I wasn't perfect.
Yeah, his face does do
You
that.
need to look at me dead on.
I saw it. I know what you're doing because I remember the
It's like-
scene.
It's like I was made for this.
Yeah, that's how he does it.
The radiation's mostly gamma.
Yeah, that's what he does.
It's like he was
It's true.
made for this.
Yeah, his face does
Great
that.
job, Cameron.
He does a
Thank you.
sideways
Isn't that
smile.
fucking yeah, he does.
Yay!
So Incredible Hulk and then Thor. Thor was good.
Thor was good. So you're getting the intros, right?
Yeah.
And so you're learning about the characters. Then we get to we're done with the intros.
Avengers.
Then we get to learn Avengers.
I
We-
love the action in these movies.
So
Oh,
good.
yeah.
I love
So
them.
fucking good.
Like outside of Marvel, I gotta say I love Transformers movies,
Transform. The first one's really
Yeah.
freaking good.
Yeah.
but I don't like robots.
That's funny. Yeah.
Isn't that hilarious?
That's great.
Robots
Have you ever seen Ex Machina?
No.
Ooh,
shit.
I don't know if that'd be your style.
Is that a
really.
robot movie?
It's a robot.
Yeah.
It's a scary robot
She
movie.
just said she doesn't
Okay,
like robots.
I
I know,
Robot.
that's why-
Oh, that's why you
I
watch
Robot
scary
is
stuff.
my first scary robot movie.
This
It's
one's
not
even
a scary
scarier.
robot
Exactly.
movie.
Yeah.
That's funny.
The one that like jumps up and
I
looks
Robot's
like a
kind of
spider?
scary.
When it crawls, that's
Nope.
fucking
It's
Right
an
great.
there,
eventuality,
like,
right? We all agree that that is how we end.
No.
It's AI.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I told you, I believe I mentioned this on air. I told you that. By the way, what's up, Chase, my boy?
Hi, Chase.
Oh, nice.
I told you that.
Getting the chat heated up.
Yeah, that.
Thanks, bud.
What's his name? Elon Musk said it's an eventual. It's a guarantee.
Eventuality. I agree.
Yes, and that AI is going to happen. He talked to Obama.
Well, some people think it already did. The Google AI.
The Matrix believers. Yeah. So
Have you seen the Google AI that talks?
the woman?
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah, but
and it can answer questions. It's very ex machina type stuff.
the crazy thing, and again, I think I said this on air. Stop me if I did. That Elon Musk said, "Oh no, it was over the phone discussing the episode." So I said, "So he's like, as far as AI, he's like, we must fear AI, and here's why." That rhymed, is because they don't have to see us as a threat. They don't have to hate us. Nothing like that for them to wipe us out completely.
Right.
And the correlation he made was, imagine if we're building a road and there's an anthill in the way.
Right.
We're not going to be like, oh, fucking, I don't want to hurt the ant. And we're
Right.
also not going to be like, dude, fuck ants. Like, we're just like, we're indifferent. It's like, anyway, anthill,
Yeah.
we need to pave this road. And if AI, if they're like, this is our goal, they'll brush right past humans. We got to get rid of them.
Well,
then
people
that's
would
it.
be the biggest hindrance to AI.
to plant. Well, if their existence is reliant on Earth, then yeah. Were the things destroying Earth?
Yeah, I just mean in general, because if we want to prevent them from doing something, we can control them. We can program
them.
We
Yeah,
can
yeah,
try.
yeah.
So, yeah, if they wanted to
Are we
stop
gonna stay
intervention,
in control of them though?
no,
That's what we're saying.
Yeah,
It's probably
this is
not.
very dangerous
That's the
stuff.
scary part.
Yeah, I mean, good AI that's controllable would change everything.
You know what would be dope?
It would
Good
write
AI versus
algorithms.
bad AI?
Yeah, maybe.
Terminator?
Yeah, but it would being able to write energy algorithms or figure out how to do cold fusion, like these are the types of breakthroughs that an AI could do. It has the resources to run
A
these.
quarter of a millisecond. Oh,
Right?
COVID.
Yeah. Dude. There's the AI that you can play with online where you can say, tell me a joke in the voice of Mitch Hedberg was the one I heard, and he'll do it. It'll sound like how he tells jokes because
Yeah.
it uses the internet to scour everything, put the data together, and then it can mimic people.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's very crazy.
I think that's what I don't like is like the fact someone could just pretend to be anybody.
Yeah, they're like,
Nowadays,
let's get a
yeah.
deep fake a princess, and it's like
Videos,
you're all over that.
everything. Yeah.
You're slobbing on that knob. like it's
No.
corn on the cob.
Yeah, they do that. They have like porn that they make with famous people with the deepfake technology, so it looks real.
Yeah,
Do you
I
see
just
the
I
look
just
of
heard.
So
terror
awful.
on my face?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's freaking
Like,
scary.
I
Yeah.
do not like Roe. I love Wally.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
he's nice.
I just heard
or
about.
he caused the end of the world. We
Yeah.
don't know because he's the only robot left, right?
Yeah,
he might
yeah,
be.
right.
He might be the king.
That caused the
AI.
apocalypse.
Yeah.
You know, deepfake. I just heard about me jerking off to one of Taylor Swift. It was so funny, but it took so long for it to come out because you guys kept talking.
Okay, it was a jerking off joke.
Yeah, well, it was.
What a jerk off.
The joke. Yeah, there you go. There's a zinger. But the joke. It was funny because anyway. I don't
No,
have to
I get
explain
it.
Why it's fucking funny.
I get it.
But it's. Yeah, I said, oh, I heard, I heard they did one of Taylor Swift, but
Yeah,
instead
it
I
was,
heard
yeah.
I jerked off to one of
Speaking
Taylor
of-
Swift.
jokes.
I get it. I thought it was
Okay,
funny.
okay,
Yeah.
and
It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But
until you
speaking of
explained it.
jokes, I watched this movie. I don't know the name of the movie, but
Guardians of the Galaxy.
no.
Ex
But that was
Machina.
okay. So
The worst
so
humans.
let's get back to Guardians of the Galaxy, and then I'll tell you a joke.
Cool.
So I loved Guardians of the Galaxy.
Good. Did you
Loved it,
love
loved it.
Groot?
Groot, I love Groot.
Do you love Rocket?
I love Rocket.
Rocket's a
but
cutie.
I love
Rocket's the
Groot
shit.
more.
An angry
I love
cutie.
Groot more
Oh,
because
I think I'm a Rocket fan more. A little
Yeah.
bit.
no, I like Groot because he only
think girls
he
in general
says 3 words.
That's it. Yeah.
I am Groot.
And in that
But-
and in that specific order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but
That's what
people
Rocket says.
literally can understand and what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
It
mean?
is
Just
funny.
by the way he says
He
it.
doesn't. He doesn't have good vocabularies like us, like
Yeah.
you and me. So
and then,
fucking
and
good.
I
Whatever he
love
says.
how like mystical he is.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
know. He's the
Yeah.
he's
best.
just full of love.
Yeah, he's a
and
tree.
just-
Represents life,
yeah,
earth,
exactly.
warmth.
I think that's
Yeah.
why I'm
Did you
so
cry?
connected to him.
We are.
I did.
That
I was
was
like,
good.
"Woo!" And,
No,
I
but you'll
love-
die.
I love in the end where he's in a little plant. He's over there dancing.
Yeah.
I know that did
That's
make up
I
for
was
it.
like, oh, I love
So
Groot.
Good
this
shit.
this will make you maybe a little sad. There, the creator James Gunn said that is a different Groot. It's not his same brain or anything. It's
Oh,
it's a
that's
piece of him. So it's like a new character.
It's like his
Okay.
son, maybe.
Yeah, like
But
you know,
still,
so he
as
passes
long
Yeah, that's a
as
good way to
he's
put it.
still
Mannerisms
mystical
Sure.
and
his
loving
attitude.
and down to earth and just caring and compassionate and
Yeah.
No,
empathetic.
he's
For
he's
people-
Well, this
Women's
Groot will be
favorite
even
character,
more
for sure.
so because he's going to grow up with a family around him that loves him, right? People around him. Whereas the other Groot probably didn't have any of that. It seems like he was kind of just roaming the galaxy until he hooked up with Rocket and then they became buddies.
Right.
But this Groot from birth is going to have this loving family around him. So I
Right.
think he's going to be even more of a badass.
of a
Yeah.
dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of a
You see how
badass
Buffy was?
lover.
Yeah.
Buffy was on the thing. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, so yeah, I'm probably gonna watch Guardians of the Galaxy 2 tonight.
Nice.
And now let me tell you my funny joke.
Do
Okay,
it.
please.
Okay, I heard it on the movie. Who was it? I think it was Kate Hudson, which is one of my favorite actresses.
She's
and
great.
She's gorgeous too.
She's amazing.
a
Yeah.
great actress too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was in a movie where I guess
It's
she got
Jessica's favorite
cancer.
actress too, which is
Really?
weird.
Really?
Yeah, so
That's
weird.
so weird.
You guys
I'm
have so much stuff in
excited.
common. It's funny.
So I guess she got cancer or something, and I don't know what movie it is. And so her doctor was trying to tell her a joke, and she's like, "He's horrible at telling jokes. He's the worst at telling jokes." So she goes, "Oh, here's a joke that you can borrow." And I don't know what the name is of a butt doctor, oncologist, or I
Yeah.
don't know. Okay,
For
so
cancer, it's oncologist.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
well,
go on.
okay. So there's 2 doctors that like say it's a fundraiser or a lecture or
Yeah.
something, and one doctor says to the other doctor, "Is that a rectal thermometer in your ear?"
Yeah.
And he gets it and he looks at it. He's like, "Oh, some asshole stole my pen."
That's pretty good.
That is good. That is stupid.
I loved it, so I
That's the
kept it in
dumb.
my
I love dumb
pocket.
jokes.
Oh, I don't know what movie that is.
Yeah. What is that?
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
So apparently that's the end of the Marvel minute.
Boom, boom, boom.
Marvelous minute. That joke's never gonna get old to me.
So next it's gonna get a little more grim now, isn't it, guys?
Oh yeah. Let's get into the meat.
We're getting
and
into the meat
potatoes.
and potatoes of the
meat
fucking
and
episode,
potatoes.
right?
I love meat and potatoes.
This is a fun subject.
Sure. Is it?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
I find I was having fun researching this stuff with you guys.
Yes. This is you pitched this episode, right?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, missing 411. The phenomena
The phenomena.
of missing 411.
The movie's called A Little Bit of Heaven.
3 people will investigate
solve
one
all the
topic.
cases
Yeah.
today on this show.
Yeah. All 649 cases solved with 3 people.
Stay
in
to
2
the end
hours.
to get the results of
This
each
is
case.
why we never sleep, because we're up looking
Yeah.
at these
Because we're named the
cases, we're
fucking
solving
podcast that
mysteries.
never sleeps, guys.
Boom.
We got to do Marvel Minutes. Nobody can see us. So we're actually going to start with what is missing 411? What is this phenomenon everybody's talking about that's
Yeah.
so fucking wild and crazy?
Yep.
Go
What
for it.
is it indeed?
What is it indeed?
So I did want to do this topic. I've always been fascinated ever since I fell upon this work on YouTube. So there's an ex-law enforcement officer named David Paulides. He goes to a national park, gets to talking with some of the search and rescue guys, and they bring up that there are tons of missing people every year in these national parks. Now, most of these cases are your average, got off trail or got lost, whatever it is, and they're most of them are resolved. But there are these very strange cases that take place in these clustered groups in national parks around the United States and Canada. This is David's focus. Is he calls it the Can-Am Project, and definitely check it out.
Is that why the YouTube channel is called Can-Am? Okay.
Yeah, it's the Canada and America missing people. There is no central database for any of these missing people. When David first started investigating these missing person cases, that was the first thing he did. He went and did a FOIA request requesting information on all of the missing people through all of the national parks, and they told him there isn't one. So they weren't tracking
Yeah,
these.
so
There's no
odd.
information, and that's where the name Missing 411 comes from, is information on the missing people in the national parks. But he doesn't investigate all missing people. It has to meet certain criteria to become a Missing 411 case.
Yes.
And this is where we get into the creepy, right?
This is where
So
we get into the creepy
I
things
have-
that he calls profile points, right?
Right. And I have some of these here, just so you guys get a good idea of what makes these cases stranger than the others. As far as the people themselves, they're usually on one end of the intellectual spectrum, either extremely brilliant or even considered mentally disabled on the other side.
Wow.
There's also physical extremes, people that are in extremely good shape. It could be hunters even, could be people who...
So it could be hunters, you
Yeah,
said?
hunters or people that spend a lot of time outdoors, so they're in good shape. All the way to, or the exact opposite, people with physical disabilities. So it's kind of one or the other, which is strange. Usually
Super
takes
weird.
place mid to late afternoon, usually near a body of water or near boulders, a boulder field. That's another big one when these people go missing. They're normally found, if they're ever found, in an area that was already searched multiple
Previously,
times.
multiple times,
And when I say if they're ever found, the reason he started looking into this and the reason this is so fascinating is these people, they just go missing.
And-
there could be...
Sorry, I was just going to
someone-
say.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm so sorry.
No.
Even a sheriff in my investigation, multiple sheriffs, multiple people, searchers and everything, they're like, is it common? He asks this a lot. Is it common for people to go missing? It's like, people go missing, sure. For us not to find them in a day, 2 maybe,
Yeah.
is not.
Yeah,
So-
and these are those cases.
And
The
for there to
dogs-
be hundreds, it's just wild. Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's okay. Like the dogs can't find a scent. There are no tracks, no signs of animal predation.
Creepy.
And if they are found, they're found in places that are physically impossible for them to get to, either because of their physical limitations or geographically. The time that they were missing can't account for how far they actually get.
By the way, for
That's
the
weird.
uninitiated, animal predation is, I guess
I
some
said that
people-
one, yeah.
Yeah, is when there's signs of like a bear attack, or you could see a wolf attacked and clothes were ripped off, blood, limbs, something. You could see that there was
Yeah.
some struggle between an animal and the person.
Yeah, and when they bring in the dogs to look for these folks, the dogs can't pick up any scent whatsoever, which is
is
also very strange.
crazy.
If they do pick up a scent, they won't go towards it. They'll sit down and just won't move.
Or cower in
as if they're
fear.
afraid.
Yep.
Okay, whatever that's
Nuts,
about.
yeah, who fucking knows?
When these people are found, the ones that are, if they're found alive, they can't remember what happened. Or they're so loopy and out of it, they can't remember, or they just don't know where they are at the end or what's going on even when they're actually found. Also, they're usually found without shoes. And
So
even
odd.
yeah, and even if they're found without shoes, their feet aren't beat up or they're completely unscathed. So it's not like
if they're
took,
gone for 7 days in the woods,
Yeah,
their
or
feet doesn't-
years before they turn
Their feet
up.
don't look like they've been gone for 2 weeks in the woods,
Right.
whatever. Yeah.
So weird stuff like that where there's no damage to the feet. Yeah, and like I was saying, found in places that they can't really even get to.
So Tina and Chase both said that they've heard of these missing 411 stories before,
Yeah.
which is awesome. So there's a little context for
Good.
The
Yeah.
weirdest thing about also the points,
Yeah.
profile
is-
points.
Profile points is like a day or two within
No,
the people
usually
go
the next
missing.
day.
The next day, there's a huge weather extreme.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It
A
rains.
huge
or
weather
there's
extreme change.
There's some type of
Yep.
storm.
And it'll
Yeah.
be
That
it'll be
is-
calm, yeah, and then like you
Fog
said,
rolls in.
Fog
Right.
rolls in.
Can't
something
search.
that hurts the searchers exactly.
Snowstorms,
Yeah.
helicopters can't fly, stuff like that. Yeah, that is a data point as well. So weird weather conditions either at the time of the disappearance or during the time of the search.
Yeah.
Which obviously inhibits the search and they can't
So he
locate these
must
people.
have really had to like work his gears to get all of these cases.
Tons of interviews.
Tons of
Yeah, looking at
The
newspaper
fact that
articles.
you're so right, and I didn't even think of that. The fact that
That's a
there
lot
was
of-
no database of this.
Yeah.
he's curated a database over time.
They offered
him.
when he did the FOIA request, they told him, "Oh yeah, if we want to pull all this data together for you, we could build it, and it would cost over $1 million, which he would have had to pay for."
Out of pocket.
Isn't that crazy? That's not
He
a common
saved
answer.
himself over $1 million.
Nonsense.
Not a standard answer
And
that
also
you get.
another, it's not a data point, but I'm sorry, a profile point, but it is something that occurs. Is what would I call them? I'm losing the term. Like SWAT. What's the fucking term? But like for people like FBI, let's say,
Okay.
will show up looking for Billy Bob.
Yeah, there's
and it's
some
like, why
weird
the fuck is the
instances of this,
FBI
too.
here? Yeah.
Yeah. 'cause
Special
they
forces
Yep.
can be brought
Thank
out
you.
in
That,
some
that was
cases.
literally the term I was looking for.
Oh, okay.
Special forces.
Yeah,
Thank you.
military will show up to a missing persons case in a national park
Right.
armed. Also, and they won't talk to the victims' families or the
it's
missing
just
families.
unsearchable.
Right. They
Yeah.
just show up and start looking.
I came across, a case where they literally said, that area unsearchable. And then the search and rescue guy who asked that question, he's
Yeah.
like, let's check this out because we found his fanny pack or whatever there.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, sorry, that's unsearchable.
Yeah.
And search and rescue guys thinking like, what does that mean, unsearchable?
Yeah, some people think
Very curious.
that this phenomenon is being covered up.
Yes.
That's why they don't have the database. That's why they don't want to release information. That's why they don't give you any data when you're part of one of these scenarios and they send the special forces guys in.
So-
The FBI does come out, you're right, and they're profiling this. They usually do that if there's a pattern, right?
Yeah.
That's what FBI does. They profile. That's their biggest, I think the biggest thing that they can add to an investigation is their ability to psychologically profile either victims or potential suspects. But in these cases, they must be profiling something. We don't know what it is, but they're investigating it.
They show up. Yeah. So, you do have a specific person
Yes.
in mind that you want to touch on.
Yeah.
And you also have a video that we can show. But real quick, we want to interrupt this message to bring you our sponsor for today. The sponsor today is you guys.
Nice.
Yeah. So thank you so
We love
much,
you
guys.
guys.
You guys are the
Yeah.
best. So all you got to do to become a producer, just like our producer here, the beautiful princess, all you got to do is hit subscribe, hit that like button. If you're not already subscribed, I'm assuming you are. But if you're not, hit that subscribe, hit that like button.
Yeah.
And make sure you hit that bell so whenever we stream live, which we do once a week at minimum, you will see all this shit live and you can catch it while it's happening.
All
You
the
could
fun
be-
stuff.
You
In
could be a
real
part of the
time.
conversation.
Yeah, be
real
part of the
time.
conversation. It's way more fun when we have a lot more point of views
Absolutely.
and people interjecting with cool ideas or questions.
You are a producer, and I say that because you decide where the conversation goes and what we discuss when you join us live. So thank you so much. Thank you for hitting that like button. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell. Back to the show.
So Tina Max asking, so why special forces? They think it's aliens. And this is interesting. So David
good question.
never gives a reason why he thinks this is happening.
For years.
There is an
He's
undertone.
never given a reason.
Never. But there is an undertone of paranormal here. There's something strange going on, and he knows that, but he won't just come out and say it's aliens or cryptids or. But when you send the special forces in, you're saying
You're
that
saying something
there's
without
something
saying it.
dangerous,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, definitely. So we don't know why, and they don't tell anyone why they send them in. So good question, and we don't know.
We don't know.
No one does.
And maybe throughout this investigation, we'll find out a little
Oh yeah,
more
by
about
the
that.
end, we're going to solve the whole thing.
Yeah, we'll solve.
Easy
So
peasy.
you have a you have a couple things. You have a specific person you want to discuss, and you have a video. It's up to you. You tell me where you want to go.
Sure, yeah. I've got one case I wanted to talk about. So I wanted to kind of introduce what the phenomenon is, who
glad you did.
who came up with the idea, who started it. David Polias is the guy who started it all. Check his stuff out. He's got his own YouTube channels and stuff.
Yes, he does.
He's great. One of the cases, he has 3 films that he's released. There was Missing 411 that introduces the phenomenon, and then 2 others. In the first film, he talks about the case of Jared Adair, and I picked it because he has such a handsome name. What do you want me to do?
How did I know that?
Yeah, exactly right.
I never
my
meet other
God.
Jareds. I never see other Jareds. And this guy spells, or well, this poor child had his name spelled a little strange. Jaryd. Interesting, right?
very curious.
But yeah, if you could pull up a picture of this kid.
Oh, okay. Yeah, absolutely.
We'll pull up a picture, and then we'll also pull up what the area looks like, and I'll give you kind of a little description of what happened.
Sure.
So here we go. So this is little Jared, 3 years old. In 1999, there was a Christian singles group who went and visited this trout hatchery in Colorado. And Jared and his father operated the hatchery. The Christian singles group, they were staying and helping him set up for winter in exchange for board, right? So just some good people getting out in nature, wanting to help out the community, be part of the community. They decide they want to go on a hike just a little ways up the road from the hatchery. They ask Jared's father, can Jared come with us? He's 3 years old. But the people had been staying there for days. They felt comfortable. He felt comfortable with them. They wanted to bring him along, so they do. But instead of going on a hike just a few miles up the road, they went 15 miles past that trail and went to a very difficult hiking trail. And this was a singles group, so imagine that they're probably being social and talking, and they're not probably spending 100% of their attention on where Jared is and what he's doing.
Sure.
Something in common with all of these cases is people say that they'll see someone, the missing person will be there, they'll hear a noise, or they'll look away, and when they look back, they're gone.
Wow.
And that's similar to what happened in Jared's case. So this is the area here. This is the actual area where he went missing. If you can, I also have a video clip, if you can pull that up,
Of course.
that kind of explains what happened when he went missing.
Yep.
And this is in Colorado. The specific, what was it? The specific area, it's a...
National Forest.
yeah, but
Springs.
big trail, big something trail. Let me see if I have it written down.
I thought I did.
You might. Oh yeah, I sent it to you.
It's in the.
I don't have it. Yeah.
production. It's in the
But
production.
it's
shot.
crazy because these missing places they're all over the place.
Yeah.
And they're in clusters.
Clusters. Yeah. So this is actually a cluster area. Yeah. And so to your point, there's hundreds of them, all in similar places.
Big South Trail and Roosevelt National Forest.
Yeah, the Big South Trail. So that's where they were when he went missing.
So
yeah.
the first video is is it the actual thing? Yeah, it's the actual movie, right?
Yeah, this comes straight from the Missing 411, the first film, is the source here. So just, yeah, that first one.
And then hold on. Oops. Oh, that's why. Okay.
Downs.
Is this the correct timestamp?
Oh, yeah, keep
Oh,
going.
31. Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting there.
The church group
Here we go.
went up to the Big South Trail. They parked at the trailhead and they started walking in on the trail.
This is a reenactment.
They started to separate or spread out as they walked in. Some people faster and slower. One adult with Jared's sister and Jared seemed to be out ahead of everybody else, as Jared, as a 3-year-old, is running and playing and having a good time. And I believe there was something 10 to 20 minutes worth of time that she lost track. The adult realized, I haven't seen him for a while. And when they went up to try to find him, they kept going thinking they would catch up, and they didn't catch up.
It was reported that he spoke to some fishermen, and he asked if there were bears around. And he's alone at this point in time.
Jeez.
Yeah, shit.
You can stop it there.
At least.
So he's with this big group. There's even other people there, but in between the slow group and the fast group and these fishermen and anyone else that might have been there, somewhere in there, people lost eyes on him. And once they lost eyes on him, they never got him back.
Yikes.
Terrifying.
Extremely terrifying. We can play the next clip because we'll show you how this case ended up. Jared is one of the rare missing 411 cases where he was eventually found, but it wasn't until 3 years later.
Really?
Wow,
Yeah.
really?
And he
That's a
was
trip.
found, obviously, deceased. Cause of death, completely unknown, which is another data point with missing 411. They can't figure out what the cause of death is, and some of the causes of death are extremely mysterious. Where there's no injuries, nothing.
No signs of hypothermia, nothing.
Yeah, strange.
Stuff that you'd assume,
Yeah.
Would kill them, and that's what makes them a standout case. Is it matches nothing that you can logically deduce.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
In a lot of these cases, search and rescue or the volunteers searching people have already gone over certain areas, not once, not twice, but even dozens of times.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then the child is found there, maybe a year, maybe a few years later.
When we had discovered the clothes and went back up there with some of the people involved in the search, they were all scratching their heads like, they had all been around the area.
My conclusion was an animal encounter right at the beginning. And so I'm not sure officially what has really been released as a finality, but
You can stop it here.
It pretty much.
So I'll tell you what was released. So when they did find, so there was a couple search and rescue guys that were familiar with the case that helped with the original search that were just out and about searching that area one more time. They decided to go 550 feet above the trail. This is an area where Jared could not have gotten to alone. Yeah. He couldn't have climbed it. He couldn't have walked it. So he had to have been brought up there somehow. The only remains they found was the top of his skull and one tooth. But they found his clothes, and his clothes were there, no blood, no tears from teeth. The pants were inside out. The jacket had its normal wear and tear from being out in the weather.
So all the profile points.
But the shoes were completely clean and pristine. They thought they were brand new. This is years later where it was in the elements. So what is that?
Yeah.
Right?
So, and they say, if you have hypothermia or something, or extreme, even not hypothermia, just if you're in extremely cold temperatures.
Yeah.
And like even on the precipice, you do things that don't make sense. You sort of lose your mind. Mm-hmm. You take your shoes off.
Yeah.
But this is far beyond that.
Yeah.
This is people having pristine shoes. Their feet clean. Them losing.
And
it's
just the top of the skull and a tooth?
Yeah, just the top of the skull.
Why?
Exactly.
And so how close were the other elements found to his
Everything was
skeleton?
found just set right on top of a log, 550
his
feet up a
skull
sheer cliff.
and teeth?
Same. That's what I'm saying. So
how does that make fucking
It doesn't.
sense?
If it was a mountain lion that grabbed him with
Turned his
no
pants inside out.
His fucking clothes.
Exactly.
Yeah, turned them inside out.
Pants go
Laid his
inside
shit
out,
out.
yeah.
Shoes, don't need those.
and then he stacks all of his stuff nicely on top of a log. Like, right? What? It makes no freaking
kids
sense.
would fucking do that.
Right? And if you listen in the video, they said they searched that same area though 12 times. So it's a great example. It hits a lot of the data points that we talked about. It's super eerie. I hate when it's the kids that go missing,
Yeah,
but you'll
for
see
sure.
there's a lot of kids that go missing.
Yep.
They suggest tying a rope around your kid when you're asleep in your tent so that they can't wander off, because something makes kids wander out of their parents' tents at night and disappear.
Oh my Lord.
What little kid's gonna wander out into the
None.
middle of the dark in the forest?
And the ones who were
Without their
found
parents.
have the craziest stories to tell.
Yeah.
The ones who were found have the craziest stories to tell. if you don't mind, can I tell one crazy story? Just
Oh yeah, actually, so I'm good. I'm done with the introduction of what it is. So, and if you're in the chat, please ask questions. If you hear something crazy or weird that you want to discuss, throw
please.
it in the chat. We'll get to it.
or call in.
Because there might be more data I have, but I'm not sure what you guys want to talk about. So please ask questions if you have them.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Kim.
So one that I heard, and Jared, I'm pretty sure you heard this one as well.
Yeah.
It was a family of 3. It's a mother and her 3 young children, right? And so they're taking a nice little hike. I forget exactly where it was.
Yeah.
Midwest. They're taking a nice little hike, and thank you so much. And they, the mom, she's of course worried about her children, keeps looking back, keeps checking. Everybody's there, everybody's good. And then she hears like a noise up ahead, and so she's like, "Oh, is it people? Is it something?" And then no, she's not sure. She looks back. The very last kid, the youngest, gone.
No.
Yep. She looks at her other 2 children, and they were all holding hands. It was like a train.
Yeah.
They were all holding hands, and she's like, "Where's your little brother?
Yeah.
Where's your brother?" And they're like, "Oh, the fuzzy man took him.
With no eyes or something. Wasn't that part of it?
The fuzzy man."
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah.
So the fuzzy man, and they're like, "The fuzzy man."
Yeah. What does that even mean?
Yeah. What the fuck? So they called search and rescue. So the mother searched, yelled, screamed. After an hour or 2, she's like, "Okay, let's get SNR out of here, search and rescue out of here." So call search and rescue. They canvass the area, and one of the guys is talking to the children. "What did you see?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "It was the fuzzy man." What does that mean? Like, so he had hair? It was like an ape? Like, no. His face was fuzzy,
Like blurry.
and they say, "What do you mean?" Like he had, yeah. And they said, "No, like, like when your TV's messed up." Yeah. It's
what?
blurry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's fuzzy.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the hair on the back of your freaking
Oh
neck
my
will stand
God.
up.
Yeah. So it goes on. So it's like a fuzzy man. Okay. They're like, well,
Yeah.
they're kids, whatever. They search and search and search. Like 4 or 5 days in, they find the kid, and they're like, in perfect condition.
Yeah.
Maybe 1 or 2 scrapes.
Whew, lucky.
Perfect condition.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they said, "What happened?" And he said, I was with this guy, this animal." And he's like, what kind? Was it a fox? Was it a bear? Was it what was it? He's like, "I don't know. It was sort of like a man, but it wasn't." And he's like, "Well, what happened?" "He fed me berries."
Whoa.
Yeah. And
So something was
yeah.
taking care of it.
Yes. And he said, "And where you guys found me is where I would sleep." And they're like, "Oh, in that clearing? We searched that clearing
Right.
fucking 5 times. You weren't there. You weren't sleeping there, buddy."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, that's where he kept me." He's like, "I slept in that tree, and there's a little hollowed out area of the
Yeah.
tree." They're like, "Oh, shit." And then he's like, "So he fed you berries?" Like, "Yeah, he fed us berries. And because I wanted to see my mommy, but if I wandered too far, he would make a really loud noise, and it scared me, so I had to come back."
Whoa.
But other than that, they're like, "So he's scared?" He's like, "No, other than that, I wasn't scared."
Right.
And there's like a 4-year-old.
I know. It's weird. And kids are scared of everything and
Yeah.
anyone they don't know.
So it's like some sort of mind control thing or something,
Well,
something where it's like telling him, "You're good,
Dude,
like,
so
chill."
the kids' stories are interesting.
So
There's another
interesting.
kid that when they found her, because she was a missing 411 case that they did find her. She said, I was in the forest but the sun never set. It never went down. It was daytime all the time. And she had been gone for a couple days.
Yes.
And would have had to have
Yes.
spent the night, at least
A
2
few
nights.
nights, yeah.
Yeah. But she never saw it. And she said that she could hear people calling for her, but she couldn't see them. She could hear them, but couldn't see them.
Yeah.
Which is strange. So, I mean, I want to get into theories of what we think some of this stuff is
Sure.
after we talk about it, and maybe the audience will jump in on that with some theories.
Sure.
But-
Before we get there, and I do want to get to Princess's segment, but our resident news anchor has things to do. He's a very busy
Yes.
man. So we're gonna cut in real quick with, ladies and gentlemen, the news.
Yeah. What's news?
What's news? I love that. Hello, are you there, sir?
Oh, hey, yes, hello.
Yes, Mr. Les. So good to have you
Hi,
on.
Les.
Yay!
Hey.
News time.
So we are excited. We are ready for the news. So you know the subject matter today. Missing 411, disappearances, very odd stuff. Do you have anything that you want to tell us, and related or otherwise?
Well, yeah, I guess kind of related.
Okay.
To you guys. So when I understood you were looking at missing persons,
Yes.
I looked at the NamUs database. I don't know if you heard of the National Missing and Unidentified Persons Systems.
That is why you are our news correspondent.
like,
here.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what you're for. We don't know any of this.
You know stuff we do not.
Well, I guess a couple of things. So they say there's about 600,000 people missing annually, which is crazy.
That's
But,
quite a
A
bit.
lot of people.
Yeah. That's just in the U.S.
and
or
about U.S. and about 4,400 unidentified bodies recovered.
wow.
Oh, what the?
Every
fuck?
Kinda
year.
crazy.
Okay. Yeah.
Crazy.
Hair raising
So I mean,
disease.
there's some better news around that area too. But I just thought it'd be interesting to look at where the top 10 and bottom were for the missing persons in the U.S.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
if you go per capita, like per 100,000 people, I don't know if you can guess which state per 100,000 people has the most missing persons.
I will guess. Florida.
Go ahead.
Absolutely. Florida.
No, Alaska.
Alaska is it?
Yes.
Well
It is
done.
Alaska.
Yeah.
We talked about that on
That's
another
right,
episode.
because it's crazy. Like a crazy amount of people go missing in Alaska, even though
We
it's
talked
it's
about
crazy terrain. It's not like they're all out in the middle of nowhere when they go missing. They're going missing from cities, from towns.
Yeah.
Crazy out there.
It's like 41 out of 100,000, and that's a lot because
Yeah.
let's say Arizona, which is number 2, is only 12.
Arizona's
right?
2? That's interesting.
Arizona's
is number
the
2.
second.
What about
Curious.
Las
Now this is
Vegas?
per capita. It's actually not the number of people. And then on the bottom, the state with the least
Yeah.
missing people.
Can
okay,
we
one more
guess?
guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the least missing, it has to be some super.
Las Vegas.
No. State.
Where
Oh,
people aren't.
Nevada.
Texas.
I'm
Iowa.
you know what? I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna say let's go central. Let's say
Michigan?
yeah, let's say Michigan.
Okay.
Kansas.
On the bottom, nope. Kansas, nope.
Really?
Bottom
So
10.
what about Chicago?
No, that's a lot of dead people.
So
there.
Illinois, actually, Illinois is fourth in the lowest.
Okay.
Illinois is fourth
Yeah,
lowest.
so chill.
Top 4.
'Cause
Well, I'm
there's
trying to
lot
think of a
there's
place
gotta
where
tell you.
people wouldn't report it as
Well,
often.
again, it's per capita, so a lot of people and a few missing. It's
Sure,
actually Massachusetts.
I was gonna say Boston. I was thinking Mass.
That's cool to know.
Okay.
I like it.
That's a trip.
Yeah, I like
I was gonna go
Massachusetts.
East Coast and I went
And then
Central.
Rhode Island is next. And,
I was gonna
and
say
Georgia,
Maine,
and
which is
Illinois.
funny. I was up there. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's a
But
trip.
they are
But then,
smaller
no,
states, so.
And it's a lot of
So
urban.
where's
not-
Nevada on this list?
It's actually Nevada's right in the middle, actually.
smack dab in the
So
middle.
Okay.
kind of interesting. Surprisingly, both on the per capita and the actual body count. But interesting. So if you go not per capita, but the actual number of people missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what state do you think has the most number of people missing per year?
I still think Alaska.
I'd say
We're talking about the
too.
most. But it's the highest number, so it's got to be
Oh,
a
right,
highly
because
Because
this
this
populated
is
sure,
per
state.
high
capita now. This
population.
is out of
This is
population.
numbers.
So I'm gonna say California.
California, because it has a lot of national
Absolutely.
parks. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
California is double.
Wow.
And it has
Is
a
that
ton of
right?
national parks.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, there's 2,100 in California, and the next is Florida at 1,200.
Oh wow. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that was sort of.
And then
close to your point.
Texas, Arizona, Washington State, New York, Michigan, then Oregon is even up there in the top 10.
Oregon's got a
No
lot
shit.
of weird stuff.
Yeah.
So what about New Mexico?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a lot of New Mexico as well. Do we know where that is?
Let me see.
It's definitely a cluster. spot,
New
I think.
Mexico is actually it's number 10 in the top 10.
Okay.
Oh, so it's in the top 10.
Wow.
I have a
Wow.
feeling it would be.
Yeah.
Because
It's freaking wild.
Yeah.
Out of
And
50.
you know what?
It is
Gabby
wild.
Petito showed how interested people are in missing person cases. I mean, the whole world was into that case because it was so highly publicized. So I think this kind of phenomenon would draw a lot of attention if more people knew about it. And I think they are starting to. But these numbers are freaking staggering. I can't believe
They are
this.
freaking crazy. I'll tell you what I mean. Kind of good news is that in 1997, there's about 1 million reported missing. But since cell phones and other communication reduced 40%.
Oh.
that
Oh
helps.
wow, that's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
trip.
It was harder to keep track of people back then. For
Well,
sure.
such good facts, such good info. I love it. Real quick, and I know this is a curveball because we did not talk about this pre-show or anything. But do you have any funny jokes that you can think of, appropriate or otherwise? Just a little sign off.
Yeah. News person, dance.
Yeah. Dance. Damn it. I'm shooting the gun at your feet a little bit. You could say no.
Yeah, I got nothing. Sorry.
Yeah. No. Here's the fact: is you do have something, but you think it's too inappropriate. Am I wrong? I'm absolutely
I'm
right.
good. I mean,
he's like,
I was good with the assholes got my pen.
yeah,
So
that
I
was, yeah. Oh, some assholes got my pen.
Yeah.
You just got it?
Like some asshole. I put it all together.
Okay.
That's funny.
I wanted to say one more fact though.
Oh yeah.
2021, 520,000 people missing, but 485,000 were found. So
Yeah.
more into line with what you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
Where are the other 36,000? Right.
Right.
Whoa.
So that's
Crazy.
great.
All
Yeah.
right.
All right, get back to you. Thank you so
Good
much.
numbers. Yeah. Thank you so
will.
much.
Land that
All
chopper
right.
safely.
Okay. Great night.
All right.
Take care, everyone.
Take care. Bye.
Nice.
Always informative. Love
Holy
it.
crap! That is so many freaking missing people.
Great news segment. Very well done.
That is scary.
Dude, that's staggering. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a trip. So, for all of you out there, you're in luck because next is Princess's segment.
Yeah.
And we all know
Ramp
we
it
love
up.
Princess.
Okay, so
Hold on. Okay, yeah.
Okay, now go.
Now.
and go.
And
okay,
go.
action.
Action.
So
Dance,
I
monkey.
did the hunted. Missing 411, the hunted.
No.
What is that?
Nice.
What is that?
Okay, so it's people who are missing that are like hunters. Like
Oh, the hunted who become the prey. Oh,
there
hunters.
you go. Hunters who become the hunted.
Whoa.
So, yeah, like professional hunters that have been hunting their whole lives, fishing, they just go missing. Sometimes they're with like 40 people, sometimes they're with 7 people, sometimes they're with.
And what makes that crazy to me is hunters, they know how to be in the wilderness.
Yes,
It's not like they're a
they
little
have
3-year-old
all
wandering
their
off trail.
Survival things,
Yeah.
you know, it's just strange. And it's going back to the part where in every case it seems somebody hears a noise. You know what I mean? Like a strange noise.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Which is very common. It just isn't a profile point. Yeah. Someone hears a strange noise. Okay.
Okay, so
Hi, Jessica.
the person I chose to research was Thomas Messick.
Mr. Messick.
Yeah, Mr. Messick.
Okay, so sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but Mr. Messick is right here, and Jared is not. Sorry, this is the only frame where I can show him. So handsome guy.
Handsome guy.
Just for starters. So Mr. Messick is actually going to take Ja Resurrectum's place. So
I'm looking for my notes.
Take your time,
because
you're
it's
good.
Very interesting. Okay, so let me see. How do I want to? Okay.
I love that picture.
Isn't it an awesome picture?
I love that I'm putting him where Jared should be.
No, Jared's missing.
Yes. Yes. Missing
If
veteran
anybody
Jared.
has any info,
Yeah.
please call us.
Yes.
So,
Please don't call me.
right.
Please leave me out of it.
So Thomas Messick, he was 82 years old.
Okay.
When
Young
he
man.
went missing. It was in September 15th of 2015.
Okay.
So it was at Lily Pond, and the interesting thing about him, he was a fisher, hunter, and a camper. He was
Hunter,
with
of
7
course.
guys, and when you have that many, so there was like 4 older men, and there was 3 younger men. So the younger men told the older men, like, just to walk out a little bit and stay watch.
Okay.
And then they'll go out further, and if they hear any deer or see any deer, they'll put them towards them.
Okay.
They'll drive them towards
I know
them.
what you're talking about.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hunters
Okay.
do that a lot. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
The 4 older men, I know I have their names
Okay.
somewhere.
It's not the biggest deal.
Yeah, it's fine.
This is
Okay,
this is the guy we're
so-
focused on, Thomas Messick.
Right.
So Bill, John, and Tom, or Bill, John, and Barry,
Al, Tom,
and John.
Yeah, whatever.
Al, John,
Okay.
and Tom.
Al, Tom,
Or
John, and Joe. There
Joe.
you go.
Yeah.
So
that was harder than it should have been. Okay.
So they went into like yardage increments, like say 10 yards, and then one goes 10 yards, one goes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Common
So
hunting
Thomas was
practice.
the
Yeah.
furthest one.
Searching practice.
Okay.
Also.
He was the one furthest away.
Okay.
So they all have their walkie-talkies. Actually, do you have a video?
I do. I have a few videos.
Yeah.
Nice.
So let's play those, or play the first one, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, so let me just pull up the timestamps because I do everything around here. No, okay, so 2:30, 2:33. Oh, that is the first one from the. Oh no, yeah, I'm pretty sure I already queued it up because I'm a fucking G.
Because you're awesome sauce, man.
Yeah, and this was an area that he'd hunted before.
All the time.
All the time.
All
okay.
the time.
Yeah, that's so
the
weird.
other funny thing is because all the hunters on the hunted,
Yeah.
they went to places that they were familiar with always.
Yeah. Yeah.
Always.
Weird.
And-
It's like getting lost in your own house or something
Yeah.
because they know it, that or your backyard.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And
makes
they
no sense.
And yeah, it's sad. It's really crazy. And his son said that the day that he went missing, he was one of his better days.
So this is what I got, right? Is that correct?
Yes.
That's the first one I have. Okay.
So this is where he went missing and stuff. This is just a general
Play.
Yep.
Okay.
Lily Pond Road, Thomas Messick. Okay, so
He loved the outdoors. He loved being in the woods. Hunting and
As they
fishing
all
was
did.
his life.
Yeah, right. Hunters.
Yeah.
and
Want a cookie, honey? Huh?
stays by the window every day waiting.
Oh,
He was a
that's
very
heartbreaking.
good husband.
Oh, that's
very
so
good
sad.
father. And I don't think you will find anybody who ever met him who didn't like him.
And how many kids did you guys have?
We had 3 sons.
That's David's voice
Tommy,
for sure.
Gene, and Rob.
Yeah, that's David's voice.
So tell me about your dad. What kind of guy was he?
It's kind of do what you got to do to get things done. Never had a contractor in the house. We always did everything. You name it. I mean,
Okay,
we
you
lifted
can
the house
stop
up,
it.
put a foundation under it.
So yeah, he was saying how his dad did everything. He's like, oh, let's get a backhoe. He's like, oh, I have one. It's
salt
right there
of
in
the
yard.
earth. Nobody
Oh,
dislikes
yeah.
him. He can knows how to use his
Yeah.
hands and build things and hunt, and so just seems like an all around
Salt
good
of the
guy.
earth.
Yeah.
Well put. Well put. Yeah.
Yeah, so he had his walkie-talkie, he had his red flannel and everything, and then it's at the last light.
And a gun, I'm guessing, right?
Oh yeah,
So he's got a gun and a walkie-talkie.
He had a backpack with snacks.
What?
And
How's this guy go missing? I want to hear. Yeah, this is crazy.
So is there a video that shows?
Yes.
Okay. So the next one is 5
Sorry,
to
I'm
5:20.
like.
Oh no, you're good. Please.
So it's the last light and they're like, hey, like Tom, it's time. Like, where are you?
Yeah.
And like, if he was a watcher, he sat watch. Like, there's no way he would have left without being
Just
getting
wandering
on his
off or-
walkie-talkie and being
Yeah.
like, oh, I gotta
Right.
go to the bathroom.
Of
or,
course.
you know. And
He'd let someone know what's up.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. So suddenly they're ready to leave, and they're like, Tom, where are you? They do the shots. They stay out all night, like looking for him.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
He taught hunter training for a long, long time. He probably taught every one of the kids around here.
Oh, this is about his
Tom was a
hunting
great guy.
training. Yeah,
He
yeah,
was
yeah.
a old
Did you want to go to the next one?
airborne
No,
ranger.
this is perfect.
Okay.
He's unbelievable in the woods. He taught my hunting class. For me
He
to
knew
get my
his shit.
hunting
Yeah,
license.
he taught
He
survival.
taught hunting and
He
survival
had
class.
gunpowder
Wow.
blow up in his
And
face.
he
that's how
disappears?
lost. He had
Right.
like 159 stitches in his hand,
Oh,
and he lost his eye that
physical
way. So he would
disability
say
is a
Yep,
sign.
that's a big
of
one.
them.
Yeah,
this
that's
is
a
what
profile point.
happens if you're not careful.
I mean, he had a lot of issues over the years, but never really seemed to slow him down any.
So obviously he had one
Yeah,
eye.
so he
Yeah.
he lived outdoors probably more than he did in his house.
Yeah. See, so there you go.
Okay.
This is
And
his
then he
shit.
suddenly goes missing. And they
With a
have-
walkie-talkie. So what happened then? Did they ever find this guy?
No,
What?
no,
Still
So-
no remains. Nothing.
nothing.
Basically got lost in his own backyard.
Yeah.
Can't. No one's ever found it. That's
Yeah, see, this
insane.
right here.
What does that say?
They stayed overnight at the drug
at dark.
3 stayed at camp and 3 went out
shots.
looking.
Okay.
So in case he
Different
cuts doubles back.
Yeah, of course. As they should.
Robbie called me that night and said, Daddy's missing in the woods, but don't worry, we'll find him. And I said, I'm coming up. And he said, no, don't come up. I'm sure we're going to find him.
Yeah.
And I'll call you.
Jeez.
So
he's firing the 3 shots, and that's the
SOS.
universal sign.
Yes,
Yeah.
for SOS.
Okay.
Right. So
Yep.
Tom, Joe, Sid, and Al. That's
Oh, there
who-
you go. You
Yeah.
look at you, Mrs. Notes. I love you. Well
so,
done.
Yeah, they the other thing that they noticed was that when they were out there, there was like no signs of wildlife.
Oh,
Like-
that's weird.
Like, you see
That's
squirrels
creepy.
or deer.
Yeah.
Or when they went out there and searched for them, they realized that there was no
I think I've heard this before
Yes,
in other
I have
cases
a similar
of
case.
wildlife. It was just like silent.
where the forest goes quiet.
Right.
That's weird.
And so suddenly, the search starts on September 16th.
Okay.
Okay, and they do the string bump lines,
Yeah.
where like it's a grid.
Yeah.
So they cover and then they circle back and do it
Mhm.
again, do it again. So it's all.
Yeah, and everyone's like in a big line, just spaced out just enough to where they can, and you look all around you, and then you slowly move up in the grid, the whole group. This way you don't miss any
Anything.
square footage. Yeah.
So and there's at least 300 people searching. There's 50 different organizations, and his friend. Did I give you the search about the noise?
Yeah.
Can we-
I have that.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's this specific one. I tried to label them best I could, but some of them make sense while I label them, and then after the fact, I'm like, what the fuck was I talking about? So let's
This
see.
one's crazy to me.
And maybe they're trying to
Oh,
put
yeah,
the
play
pieces
this.
together just as we are.
got you. What does that say?
Formal
2 months.
search started November 26th. In 3 years following the disappearance, search efforts have continued and have failed to locate Tom or any of his belongings.
Yeah, come on. So they haven't even found his
That
bag.
just
Nothing.
doesn't
His
fucking
gun.
make
Nothing.
sense.
No, in an area that people hunt all the
They're kind
time.
of like
In 3 years,
And
following
he's
his
an old
disappearance.
man. He's not running far from them.
He was,
Yeah, he's not fucking.
How could he get
taking off,
away?
running up
82.
trees?
Where's
and
he
shit.
going? Yeah.
he
Yeah.
was 82.
Yeah, come
Right.
on.
82 years old. Yeah, he's not fucking doing backflips into a fucking cave.
Right.
So
yeah.
something's going on.
And a bobcat didn't drag him up a mountain. There's
Yeah.
no way. Yeah, he's a
And he silently
big
just let
dude.
it happen. Just
And, they didn't
and there's no
find his
signs of
shirt.
animal predation.
and no
They
sound
didn't
of it.
find his. But they have not found anything.
A single testicle.
That is insane.
Yeah, but continue, please.
Yes, please.
To know
don't
what
wanna say
happened, but I don't think we ever will. Even if they found him, we wouldn't know what happened.
Right?
I mean, something odd happened, obviously. We just don't know what.
Crazy.
Crazy.
To say the freaking
so
least.
His friend also told us that he heard a strange noise and it sounded like a snap. Like he couldn't really.
I do have
describe-
that if you want to.
Yeah.
Ooh, I want to hear this. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Whoa.
a fucking trip. Okay, so
Because this case does also have all those points, those
Profile
profile
points,
points.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he had
Pardon
the
me as
disability
I
in
look
his eye. 'Cause
Mhm.
he got the gunpowder. He was pretty much going deaf.
He was there 1 minute and then gone out of
And gone.
nowhere.
I think if I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine.
If I'm not mistaken, this is the beginning of the sound that you were talking about. If not, we'll move to the next one, but I believe it is. Right?
Well, this is actually
This is
a different one.
Oh,
okay. I'm
wow.
sorry.
Yeah, but I wanted to listen to this one too.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so let me explain the
Set this one
snapping
up. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sound. The snapping
Yeah, the
sound
snap is
more
interesting.
Like, he said it sounded like a trap.
Oh.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
said
yeah.
it
Curious.
sounded like.
Oh, I've heard this one because I watched The Hunted.
That's
I'm just remembering it.
creepy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Trippy.
Yeah, so there's 7 guys.
Chase,
one
you're the
goes
man.
missing. They find nothing of his.
Yeah.
And this guy taught the survival, the hunting. So I don't see how
No, he knows his shit.
This is a guy that would be found.
I'll get lost.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Even if he got lost, he would be found. He knows what to do if you get lost in the woods.
Shit.
He has everything you need to be found and to last enough time for them to find him.
Absolutely.
That's it.
1,000%, which is another big point.
So
Well
there's
said.
no way for this guy to go missing in this area with what he has, with his people.
It's hard. Yeah.
There's
it's hard.
I can't.
You'd have to
find
actively
a way for him to go missing. I don't see it.
And also, if no one noticed, Cameron dressed up for the hunted.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if they did notice because I didn't.
We dressed up.
We dressed up, guys. We don't fucking play no games. Okay, hold on. I gotta show the world my my beauty.
Okay.
Boom.
Hunting pants.
Yeah.
Boom.
He's gone. I can't see him. He's camouflaged.
He's almost gonna go missing. That's how good he is in those pants. He's gonna
You
go
might
missing.
be thinking to yourself, I'm not wearing any pants.
Yeah, because he blends right in.
But I am.
He is.
Awesome. So
Very nice.
And that's my cell phone in my pocket. Don't worry.
So since I did the
Right?
hunted,
Yeah, wait.
and I don't know how many people go camping or anything like
Dude,
that.
fuck camping.
I
Let's say
wrote
that
down-
now.
I wrote down the packing list
Yeah.
that people should take to be safe.
Oh, okay. Is this
I
what
wanna hear
David
that.
suggests?
First, can you tell us about this sound? 'Cause
Okay, so
this
this
is so
sound-
curious to me. This is freaking me out.
Okay, so
Nice.
let me make sure.
Was it part of another case or no?
No, yeah, it's part of another case.
Okay.
But it was like
Oh, it's
Yeah.
part of another case.
the Thomas case, like, was really interesting to me. From this one?
Yeah, those are the three that you originally said.
Okay, yeah.
So which one?
So
right now, this is the first one.
yeah, that's fine. So these are this is in Yosemite.
Yosemite.
Oh, that's
Sure.
a cluster spot for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Alicia.
so these
I'm not wearing my
guys-
pants. I love Alicia.
Awesome. So these
And she's
guys
probably not kidding.
from like back in the 60s or 70s, these guys, they've been going there for years.
Yeah.
Years. And they like made it, there was a camp, and these guys it was like inside of a tree.
Okay.
So they would like go inside the tree, and they had this log and stuff, and they would close themselves into the tree.
That was like their blind. Okay. Where they would
Yeah.
hunt from.
So, and this is what they got from the tree.
All right, let's go.
Okay. So this is a different group of hunters.
Yes.
Okay.
So the humans mimic the noises that they're hearing.
Yeah,
you can tell the difference.
Yeah, yeah, you can. That's the human,
Yeah.
clearly.
But they're also coming back and doing it back.
They're mocking
Yeah.
them, mocking
What
them.
animals can do that? Oh wait.
Across the creek at the big rock.
You see two on the left.
Whoa.
What
Right.
does that say?
So Ron and his team wanted a scientific. I can't see it from here. Validation.
Oh, shit, my bad.
There you go. Ron and his team wanted scientific validation studies separate at the camp. They submitted the tapes and they sent it to a professional. The analysis revealed that the sounds were made by a creature physically larger than a man, based on pitch and sound height estimated 7 feet 3 inches to 8 inches or 8 feet. There was more than one creature recorded. Now, do you hear the creepiness going on in the
Yeah,
back?
there's like 2 or 3 of them talking to each other.
It's what it sounds like,
Yeah.
right?
And it sounds like laughing, like
They're talking.
like
Yeah,
savage,
they're
like-
definitely communicating.
The fuck was that? Did you hear that?
Go back.
Yeah, go back and we won't talk. Listen to this insanity.
That's like words.
That's right.
We were all talking about maybe having to shoot our way out. You just
Oh,
sitting there,
yeah,
all of
they're
you,
like
and
surrounded.
petrified.
People or
You're
something.
No, it's
waiting
just
for
big-
the
big
walls to
animals,
break
for
open
sure.
and something reach in there and grab you and hold you up.
That's
They
true.
sounded
Waiting for
big.
the light.
They were extremely loud, and they were communicating. How many animals talk to each other
Like,
and
I got the
communicate from
EVTVs,
distances like that?
I watched this part so many times.
It's creepy as
It
hell.
says most replayed on the video, too,
And they
so
weren't-
A lot,
and
of,
so
a
the-
lot of people do.
Yeah.
The experts couldn't identify this as any
well,
animal.
there was they did go to a cryptid expert. which I thought was really interesting. And I think I sent a video of what he says.
Ooh, yeah.
But
that'd be cool.
Basically,
and back to Cryptid. So Chase in the chat, he asked, do you think that there are any similarities or connections to Skinwalkers?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, Skinwalker Ranch is a huge part of Missing 411 too.
Yeah. A lot of people
absolutely.
think there's similarities. Where are we?
I agree. Yeah, if these cryptids exist, Skinwalkers are known to be able to imitate other animals and other creatures. So some of the stuff that people see out there, like the blurry man, the furry man or whatever, or some of these noises that we're hearing, hell yeah, it could be a cryptid. I think Bigfoot is what these guys were alluding to because of the size. But it could be anything, any unidentified animal. Because what is that?
So they they said the frequencies were said to be of a creature 7 feet to 8 feet tall. Okay, and then also
that's fucked.
Where was this recorded?
In Yosemite.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
And
there's
so,
Bigfoot sightings there all the time.
For sure. And also they heard like a really loud like tuning fork sound.
Yeah.
Like near, and then they saw a light that looked like a saber.
A lightsaber?
Wait. This is the same guys?
Yeah.
That night, when they're hearing those noises, they saw a weird light in the sky.
And they saw like nothing. But they heard a tuning fork sound.
Yeah.
Okay, like a...
And then there was a point
ringing?
where they saw
Trippy.
like a light, like
A beam of light?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And light
aliens.
orbs. Light orbs. I'm sorry, light orbs.
That
they
were
saw a bunch of light
visible.
orbs.
Even worse.
Yeah, that they were visible with the naked eye. That's crazy stuff.
Yeah.
What's going on out there? That's why there's so many missing people. There's Will-O-the-Wisps or whatever those fucking things are.
Will-O-the-Wisp.
Fucking running around.
So there's seems to be some connection with UFOs or aliens.
Could be.
Definitely.
I definitely want us to go over some theories after we hear from everybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Princess, did you have any more?
I don't have videos on one, but there is one that I want to talk about real quick.
Yeah.
Please.
It's actually in Montana.
Joe Montana?
Nice.
In the Crazies.
Oh, the Crazies, another one.
Crazies, yeah, I know about the Crazies.
The Crazies. So
Crazy
this guy,
Mountains.
Aaron Hedges, he was 38. It happened September 5th, 2014.
Okay.
Okay, so it's said to...
That's
call
your
it
birthday.
The Crazies.
Somebody out there.
Yeah.
So, because it's cursed from Crow Indians.
Yeah.
To make the wind blow to drive the white
Why
man
the
crazy.
Fuck?
that's
why
funny.
the fuck did the Indians like? Oh, well, never mind. I was gonna answer my own question. I'm like, why did the Indians get fucking curse everywhere before they left? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, because we
Because-
kicked them out.
Right,
And we're
They
like,
were the first
fuck
ones
yeah.
here.
And they're like, oh yeah, no, fuck you. Area's cursed. You're done.
Yep.
Yeah. Bye.
So he was hunting with two friends September 3rd. It was a week long, I guess, thing. And they had 2 horses and a mule.
Nice.
Yes, you do.
So
You
the
need a
mu-
mule.
The
You need
mule
2 horses.
freaked out and like bucked. Like the mule.
That's
was
why I
the
never
only
bring a
one.
mule.
He like
I was just gonna say,
Fuck mules.
dude, fuck mules. I've been saying that.
Freaking
They
dumb
scare too
jackass.
easy.
They scare
Yeah.
too easy.
Yeah, they
don't-
act like
They don't,
jackasses.
yeah, they don't got it in them.
So he went to the catch.
Cash. CACHE.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cash.
What
Or
is that?
cachet. It's like when you leave a.
Because I know you have cash on your phone.
Like, well, yeah. So yeah, that's different. So it's actually similar. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
just
grouping
physical.
of things. So a cache is a grouping. So if I leave a cash stash somewhere, it's like in this particular scenarios, it would
Okay.
be like I would leave a gun, some rations,
Okay,
Hidden
so-
supplies.
cachet,
So
supplies.
Aaron went back to the cache
Yeah.
to
Nice.
get his supplies because the mule bucked his other supplies off.
Oh,
what a
fuck.
freaking ass.
Yeah, that's the
So,
worst. Not ideal. Not ideal. What an ass.
They
Stupid.
called him.
I missed it.
They
I know.
ended
At
up-
first.
I just didn't want a
they couldn't
Bigfoot.
find him and stuff. So they ended up calling him on his phone, which had like GPS on.
Oh, and their phones worked.
Yes.
Okay.
So
So no
when-
way to go missing if your phone works.
Yeah.
Right?
So
That makes
when
no
they
sense.
Called, they went back and it showed the GPS was way off from where he was supposed to be.
Oh no.
And
It was actually in space.
and
Yeah,
it was warm
it was
and
in
dry
outer
weather.
space.
But he goes missing, and 2 days later it's stormy. There's of
Yep,
course,
another fucking.
and so
point.
there's dog teams and stuff. And there was one lady with her German Shepherd, and they found his boots.
That's how it
Okay.
fucking goes. So
Weird.
weird.
So this is the part that like got weird. So they found his boots, and the trail he was supposed to go on was very obvious, very visual, like very
a well-marked trail. You know when it's
well-marked,
you know when you're on a trail.
So the boots were placed with a water bag. And there was a fire pit and cigarettes, and his waist strap from the backpack was cut off.
Oh.
But the guy said that some people do that because if you're getting cold, I guess you can use it as a.
Okay.
I don't know. But,
Interesting.
Okay.
So this stuff was not there 2 days prior when they were searching.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, that's another fucking profile point.
And the search ended September 22nd.
Was it near water where they found it? Fucking probably, or near Boulder.
Well, okay, so there was 60 ground searchers, 20 canines.
What?
And 2 helicopters.
Yeah, they went. Yeah,
20
they were looking
canine
for this guy.
teams. So it was more than 20 canines.
Whoa, come on now. 20 dogs couldn't find. So the guy's there, and then his stuff shows up near a trail.
Some of his stuff.
And the dogs couldn't find him? A bunch of dogs?
Doesn't make sense.
20 teams?
How do you not find him? Teams.
Teams.
That's so funny. I was thinking that earlier this episode. I forget what we said, but.
So that happened September 9th. They found the boots.
Oh, that's your birthday. Somebody out
So
there.
June 22nd.
That's your birthday. Somebody out there.
Of 2015, they find his vest, his backpack
Boots.
with his food inside of his backpack.
Rations, everything.
So he wasn't starving.
No.
He, it was placed with intent right there with his gun and his bow.
Whoa. So somebody set up his supplies somewhere.
Yeah. And then a little bit
It would
further
seem,
out,
right?
they found his cup or a cup.
Yeah.
Found close to his backpack and stuff on a rock. And they had like energy drink in it.
Was it near water? Usually, that's so trippy.
No, but it was near like these people like lived right there.
Yeah.
And it was like
they found it
very close to their property.
Oh, so he could have been rescued should he had wanted to be, because it was found
so
near
he
their
found,
house.
If it's him,
He found civilization.
he found a property. He
Right.
could have gone in and said, "Please call my
Straight
wife,
up.
Right.
the police, and fucking
So
yada yada
that's
boom."
June 22nd.
Yeah.
Yada yada boom. Oh, that's your birthday.
2015.
Mm-hmm.
August 8th, 2016,
That's your birthday.
they found his skull, his pelvis, and one femur partially buried.
Whoa.
His cell phone and his jacket.
Partially buried.
And he was 11 miles from the last location. And
That's
6
how it
miles
fucking
from the
goes.
boots.
Shit's scattered.
They searched all of
Yeah,
them.
none of this makes
But
any
you find
sense.
this
Nope.
here, then you find this here, then you find his
Yeah.
skull and his
That's how it
femur over
fucking
here.
goes, dude.
And if someone intervened and killed him, they're not going to leave his stuff around. You know what I mean? Especially where it can be found easily. And obviously, there was no sign of predation.
Animal
There was no
predation,
sign.
yeah.
So all of these data points, that's an eerie one. So
In the
whatever
crazy.
took him
Profile points.
started putting his stuff back so that it could be found.
Or it's alien picks him up and shit flies over there and shit. They zoom and.
But it's in places they already looked.
And it's like folded and shit usually.
That's
And
It's
this
so
is
fucking
within
weird.
His
different
food's still in
years.
there? Yeah.
Like,
So that stuff would have been found, but it wasn't even there. That's why it wasn't. Then it was
Exactly.
put there and found. Then nothing else. Then it was put there and found. Yeah, that is crazy shit. In the crazies. Crazy in the crazies.
exactly.
Some craziness going on in them crazies.
Oh,
boy.
yeah.
So, there's some theories of possible connections.
To what?
Is anybody interested?
Connections
I'm
to what?
super interested.
That's the question.
Yeah, that's my question.
Dun, dun, dun. Closest thing I had. All right, so yeah, that's literally what I asked. So, actually, let me do this. Sorry, guys.
That is the question.
Yeah.
So is anyone going to go camping?
Never again.
Right? Yeah. If I bring my kids camping, I'm tying a rope to them, to their waist while they're sleeping.
I'm
for
having
damn
cameras
sure.
everywhere.
Yep. GPSs, cameras, guns,
Satellite phone, fucking
People stream, and
essential.
I'll be streaming it live to people I
Yep.
have at home.
Yep.
drone.
Instagram, yeah, Instagram live and that shit.
For
So
sure.
funny. Okay, so
Crazies.
what could it be connected to? Great question. Let's find out.
Location of a missing hunter. This is the location of a missing hunter.
So it looks like people are snatched off the ground, and then some of them are dropped back miles and miles away.
Yeah.
For thousands of years, the human species has looked to the skies in amazement at unidentified objects.
Oh.
We are staring
An
at
alien
unconventional
connection.
possibilities supported by witnesses, video, and most recently, our own
Our
government.
own fucking government.
Oh, he's Bigfoot. There's
You're
no
stupid.
way. He's Bigfooting.
Strange disappearances.
I have investigated hundreds of cases that push the limits of standard everyday police protocol.
There's Dave. Yeah.
The 3 witnesses saw this object picking up the elk.
There's Rubes.
Nothing discernible.
What?
Holding
What?
to the
Look
crowd.
at
I know
Secrets
what
beyond
happened to me.
belief.
That happened in 1974. Next thing I know, I was in this cubicle.
Oh,
In many
what
stories,
the
children are right
So here's
there, and then the
some
next second they're
answers,
gone.
maybe.
After
Potentially.
reading thousands of reports, I started to document what is called profile points. The number 1 profile point is lack of scent trail.
No scent.
It was unusual that they
number
had
one.
that many tracking dogs. I've never found a track.
Yeah, like
The more you
princesses.
hear,
That
the
doesn't make
stranger the
any
story
sense.
gets.
There's no way to explain that.
Why send a SWAT team on a missing person case?
Yeah.
When I saw that, that's when I, went down on my knees.
And suck the aliens'
They
dick.
are connected to.
That's why they come here.
Yeah, that's why they come back.
Those are real. How do you explain to a grieving family that something paranormal may be tied to the
Yeah.
disappearance?
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
we think it was aliens.
Right, yeah, they're going to love that answer.
Yeah.
No, because I
Missing
saw a
411.
UFO pick up an elk once. I'm pretty sure that's where your husband is.
Yeah. Yeah, just fucking, you monster. Why would you do this to a man?
No, it's okay, because they sometimes bring him back. And they'll leave his belongings scattered around the forest. We'll just go find all
you're
of his
good.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're okay.
Yeah.
There's a way to find to get answers here.
So, like we mentioned before,
Yeah.
these profile points, no tracks. Canines don't pick up a scent. Weather changes the next day. Disappear near water or boulders, and they find their clothes or equipment scattered in odd places,
Yeah.
and often near water or boulders.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And their items are all highly irradiated. No, that's
yeah,
not
right.
true, but that'd be
so I
interesting.
actually have this whole. I'm gonna skip Ray's story. It's pretty trippy, but it's not nuts enough. So
not enough to raise your blood temperature.
Yeah, exactly.
Raise the hair on the back of your head.
Yeah, raise the roof. So for the past several years, elk and deer and the like have been getting chronic waist disease, is what it's called. CWD, chronic
Ooh,
waist disease.
what
in-
is that?
in North America? So basically, what it is, it makes the animal like waste away from the inside out.
They get wasted?
Yeah.
Basically,
so they
from
drink
the inside out.
booze from the inside out. No, they get wasted. So they basically waste away from the inside out.
Yeah. Wait. What?
Yes,
Can
it's
humans
called
get
chronic
this?
waist disease. Good question. They say it's not transmittable to humans
Yet.
but they also say don't eat the meat. So a lot of people are wondering, why would you say don't eat the meat? Is it transferable? Some people believe this may be the next mad cow disease.
What?
perhaps.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
So,
oh, this is the worst. Good thing I don't eat a lot of elk.
Right.
So, one of the
do I?
Or do I? So one of the theories posited is perhaps aliens are trying to fix or control the elk population, deer population, right? Specifically
To protect us?
Perhaps.
Sweethearts.
Or
I doubt that's what
I know,
they're doing.
sweetie pies.
I don't think so.
So, retired FBI
Or else Tom
FBI
would still be here.
agent John D'Souza. And actually, you know what? Let me do this because.
Ooh, we got an FBI guy on this?
Yeah.
Nice.
So let me pull this because.
Oh, FBI was on Thomas Mysick's too.
That's weird. Why is the FBI getting involved in a missing person case in a national park? If it was just a normal thing, people go off trail and okay, you'll find him. Maybe he fell some, right? You don't send the FBI, special forces, a SWAT team.
RCMP in this case, it takes place in Canada.
Okay.
In one of them. And
Yeah.
the RCMP showed up, which is the Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
Yeah.
And they showed up as well as the, I forget what it is called. I read it on here somewhere. It's like
yeah,
their version of like the SEALs or whatever, right? It's a trip. So so that's crazy. So that the fact that these elk and the like are wasting away from the inside. So chronic waste disease.
That on its own is scary.
Retired FBI agent John D'Souza believes extra-dimensional beings are responsible for some of these disappearances.
Of course.
He said it out loud.
Yes.
I love it.
He said that's how people could be there 1 second and their
Kudos.
family turns
Yeah.
around and they're fucking gone.
Okay. So now
Yeah.
we're starting to get into some theories. I like
Yes.
it. That does That does sound like something. It's like Bermuda Triangle-ish, right? Where people think there's like a veil between worlds that's thinner in some places. Maybe nature has something to do with it when there's a lot of life, or maybe it has geographical, maybe it's geographical. Who knows?
Yeah.
But something, people are, if they're falling into some other reality or something, that could explain why there's no scent, why nobody ever sees them again. But it doesn't account for their belongings showing up in different places unless...
So let's get into it.
Go
Let's
ahead.
get into it. So, circa 1974.
Yeah, the upside down, Chase.
Oh, shit. I like that.
Yeah.
You want to read that comment, Jared?
Yeah, Chase said Stranger Things upside down type world, to basically what I was saying earlier, falling through to another reality, the upside down. Why not? Probably could be. Yeah, that little girl said it was a place where it was always daylight.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, maybe it is.
And this is the opposite, where it's always at nighttime or whatever in the upside down. This is always daylight.
Yeah.
Who knows? Or there's some, time manipulation. So, 1974.
Yes.
Carl and his wife always went hunting together, right?
Okay.
And then the one time he went alone was October 25th, 1974. Okay. And thank you so
Shouldn't
much,
have went
Princess.
alone.
Yes. So thank you. So on October 25th, 1974, he went alone. Carl went to a new area that they've never been hunting in before.
Oh, no.
It's called Medicine Bow National Forest in Wyoming.
Carl,
you son of a bitch.
son of...
So
this all could have been avoided, Carl. Did you wear your
you
UFO
damn fool.
sunscreen?
Yeah, exactly. So let's do...
I wonder what would deter an alien, like you have those alarms you can pull, like
no,
if you're
hold on.
kidnapped.
We might know of a deterrent.
Okay, here we go. I like answers.
Yes. So this looks much like your gentleman,
Thomas Messick.
Yeah,
this looks
It
much
does.
like
Very
Tomas.
similar.
It does, right?
And the age spectrum is like is pretty.
And we'll get into that. A lot of these. So yes. Anyway, we'll get into that.
Okay.
So he came up upon 5 elk, right? And they were dead still, not moving at all.
Oh.
I remember
And he's like,
this.
"What the fuck?" So he goes, pulls his gun,
Yeah.
fires at one
Nice.
of the elk. He's like, "Free elk," right? Fires. It goes, leaves the chamber. Dink. Just falls about 18 feet in front of him.
Yep.
About 20 feet before the elk. Just
'Kay.
falls.
The bullet falls.
Flat on the floor.
Okay.
As if it hit something.
Okay.
Some invisible barrier, whatever.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
it was stopped in its tracks.
Yeah, the bullet
Hit
just
something
stops in midair and
fucking
falls to the floor. Okay.
Long before it hit the elk.
Yeah.
Right?
Nice.
So, excuse me. So yeah, the bullet left his rifle, boom, boom, boom. And then he's like, what the fuck? He turns around to his left and he sees a cube. And he said this cube seemed to be made of glass.
Okay.
Yes. See-through. And he's like, what the fuck is this large cube?
Okay.
Right? About 30 by 30, right?
So that's interesting because we do know that on the east coast of the United States, their Navy personnel had reported UFOs in that area, UAPs, that were
had a sphere,
translucent.
A sphere within the cube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A sphere within a translucent cube or vice versa.
Exactly. Or vice versa.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, Army personnel.
Yeah, and they could see it as being like an
energy.
energy field is what they assumed it was because you could see through it. So that's similar to what we actually have evidence of out there.
Yep.
Okay.
So
we're getting somewhere.
So Carl sees this structure, right?
Yep.
And he's like, what in God's name could this freaking thing be, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so while he's looking at it,
Yes, I am your god. How did you know?
Yeah.
Welcome to my ship. I've created your
so
kind.
he stares at this unusual structure, and then a man appears next to him.
Oh.
And he says, Carl, are you hungry? Carl said, yeah. Then 4 pills in the air drifted towards him. And this is Carl's story.
Yes.
Okay.
4 pills in the air drifted towards him. He snatched one out of the air, took it. Next thing he knows he's in this object we're seeing on screen right now.
What?
Yes.
Yes. So
he got GHB'd by an alien?
basically.
I love that.
That's great.
But he said like no time passed. It was boom.
Oh
and
my
he's there
gosh.
in this cube, and he believes it was the cube he saw.
Yeah.
But from the inside, it was massive.
Oh,
Isn't
okay.
that intense?
That's cool.
Awesome.
So massive to the point where I'll tell you. So, wow. Yep, he grabbed one of the pills. Yeah, I know. So, he looks around this giant cube and he sees the 5 elk that he was shooting at.
Right.
First thing
they're on the ship. That's why he couldn't shoot them, because he had already herded these elk for himself. The alien.
There was the alien.
Does the alien have a name?
We'll get there.
Yes.
So and we're getting there right now, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
So
Valiant Thor.
Yeah. You know what's funny, real quick? Valiant Thor. I was looking at our analytics. One of the most common search terms that have brought us to our channel is Valiant Thor.
That's interesting.
Because I hashtagged it as one of our videos that when we discussed it, and dude, like 45% of people who look up that find one of our videos.
Oh, that's funny.
I know, it's pretty trippy.
You guys.
You
wasn't
No,
Jack
this was his
Kawasaki?
brother. This was Bravery Poseidon.
Yeah.
Bravery Poseidon here.
Stupid. So
I'm just Bigfoot.
he looks at fucking ugh.
Love it.
Stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not gonna happen.
Oh, it already happened, son.
All right. So next thing he knows, he's in the craft. He sees the 5 elk, and he says, "You got my elk." And the man who was next to him, who's now in the craft with him, just shrugs his shoulders.
Bravery Poseidon?
And he says,
Shrugged?
He says, "Hello, my name is Ozo."
Oh, he has a name. I can't say Bravery Poseidon anymore.
Ozo.
Chase said could have been Darth Nihilus.
It is Darth Nihilus.
I love
Good
it.
callback, Chase.
Very good callback.
Damn, that was good. He deserves a.
No, he needs at least.
Come on. That's a good.
That was
That's
a great
the
one,
Darth
Chase.
fucking
On
Nihilus.
point.
Sick callback.
So Darth Nihilus, aka Ozo.
Yeah,
AKA Ozo. I'm
Okay.
just gonna call him Darth Nihilus.
we should. Ozo's a shitty name.
So he said, "You got my elk." He's like, "Sorry."
It's
He's
an
like,
alien name,
Watch
though.
out, he might come back
Yep.
and have something to say to you about his name.
Yeah, right.
What's your name? Oh, I just ripped your ozone.
He's like-
Ozo.
Yeah. He's like, "Oh, Darth Nihilus. Yeah, you think you're funny, motherfucker?" Well, I'm sleeping in my bed. He comes and sees me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he shrugs. He says, "No." He says, "My name's Ozo."
Okay.
And he said, "We were there gathering food." And Carl's like, "What?" He's like, "You come down and you gather food?" And he said, "Yes, every
That's
so
cool.
often." Yeah.
I wish I could go to other planets and just gather
Yeah,
up
right.
different alien foods.
He's like right.
Maybe he likes elk.
He's like every so often
Steak.
elk and deer, and sometimes we'll go to the ocean and take some fish. And
Oh my
we'll
gosh! If
bring it back.
aliens are just coming here for the cuisine,
Can you imagine?
that is funny. That's
be
great.
fucking great.
We're all like interested. We think that they're like helping us with nuclear problems, or they're going to save the planet from climate change. They just wanted like a good
here
piece
for
of
the
salmon.
grub.
Yeah, they want a nice elk. That's
Stupid.
hilarious. Elk steaks. You got to be kidding me with this.
Make,
Ozo.
make that prime elk jerky.
Ozone, he's got some interesting plans.
So he actually Carl drew a picture when he came back of Ozo.
Oh, good.
That's Ozo.
Oh, he does look human.
So
Very
check it out. So
humanoid.
here's Carl's depiction.
Oh.
And then when he spoke to the police, they
Possibilities.
drew it, and that's what they drew. Much
Okay,
better.
so that's the police sketch artist.
that's a sketch artist of
So
what.
that's about
what
as
this
close
is,
as it gets.
This is Ozo. This is Ozo.
Holy Ozo.
And
Holy
Oh,
Holy Ozo. And so he said, "Yeah, do you always do that?" "Yep, we always do, and we also get fish and shit." And he's like, "All right, cool." He's like, so he drew a picture of Ozo, and he also said when Ozo spoke, his lips didn't move. So in
Telepathy, you
layman's
think?
terms, that's telepathy, right?
Okay.
That when he spoke, the damn lips didn't move.
No, he's just a great ventriloquist.
Yeah.
I learned this from your people. This is how we do.
We go here to go fishing, and you're like,
there you
you're
go.
like, oh,
The door took the basketball.
The deer.
Would you like to eat some elk?
so there's a huge deer. So there's a huge deer, and it's pretty crazy. Would you guys
I love
agree?
how you guys
Ozo,
think you have
take
to
me
be
home.
smiling in order to do
Oh, you have to do this, and then you say, "Hey,
I can't do it,
hey,
Ozo.
guys."
Ozo the
All right,
ventriloquist.
ready.
Try to do it with your mouth closed.
I'll do deadpan. Ready? I'll do deadpan with it.
I have a feeling Ozo the ventriloquist is a humanoid.
So Ozo came on, and he said, "Oh my God, you guys are crazy." And he's like, "Oh, I wish I went to the store with you guys."
Okay,
This is
I'll
so
be
nuts." I'm
Carl.
actually pretty fucking good.
You
Dan.
are pretty good.
That's pretty wicked.
Ozo, why are you collecting elk?
So elk are actually one of our greatest resources. Elk are actually really,
my
really
gosh.
nutrition helpful.
He's talking without his lips moving. It must be telepathy.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. It's telepathy. Yeah, no, you're right. Oh, you said.
Ozo, why are you so human looking? Are you just a guy that I found in the woods that does ventriloquism?
Well, you subscribe to the podcast Never Sleeps. It's a really good podcast. You should subscribe, like, and comment.
Subscribe, like, share.
Ozo,
tell all
pull up your pants.
Ozo.
And suck my balls.
Maybe Ozo will tell the galaxy about it.
Anyway, can I tell you about Ozo?
That'd be interesting.
This isn't a joke, guys. This is serious.
Okay.
Okay, so when he spoke, his lips didn't move like that.
Okay.
So they wore black suits, sort of like scuba suits, right?
Oh.
And
I've heard this before from other abductees.
yes,
Yeah.
there's a lot of similarities to other abductees.
Okay.
So so Darth Nihilus wears this black suit, right? And
Which he does. He
says-
very much does.
Yeah, he says it's because their sun burns them, so they have to wear this protective layer, right? And yeah, so
like it.
Their son or our son?
Our son.
No, their son.
Oh.
Burns them.
Okay.
Maybe he meant ours.
I think he means
I think he
ours.
said our son.
Yeah.
Because he would be used to his.
That would make sense,
Yeah.
right? Because he would acclimate as
Right.
they were born, evolution.
And there's a theory that the Greys actually live in Antarctica underground because the sun ages them too quickly.
There's a
so
it
maybe there's
ages all of
something
us
to
too
it.
quickly, does it not?
Right. That was the idea. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm talking to you, Tan Mom, whatever her name is.
Yeah. Tan Mom's the best.
So is she the best?
She's
so anyway. Darth Nihilus. What's his name? Carl drew a picture of where the controls, where Darth Nihilus sat,
Yeah.
where he sat.
Okay.
He drew pictures of everything, right?
Now, is this guy trustworthy when you watched this? He seemed like a guy that wouldn't make this shit
like
up.
you said before about the other gentleman, salt of the other gentleman.
Okay.
Salt of the earth, total chill motherfucker, like just like a.
So when you saw
solid
this,
cat.
you actually were like, "This guy is from
Credible.
what he
If
believes."
this guy
what
were
he's
to
telling
lie,
us.
it would be very odd.
Okay, cool.
Because he's like such a chill.
He's a good
fucking
source.
dude. Yeah.
Okay.
He has no reason to lie. He's up there living his little
Right.
life. You know what
You
I
would
mean?
think,
It
and
just-
this
it doesn't
is
seem
so bizarre.
So bizarre. And he's not smart enough to come. His lips did move when he talked. Say he had fucking telepathy.
And what year did this happen?
1974.
Okay, so we know that a lot of the information that actually validates some of the stuff he's saying didn't come out until recently.
Right.
So he couldn't be
blacked
getting
out.
that from the news or from other stories. That's interesting right there. That
It
we're
is.
able to validate
That's a
some
good
of the
point
facts
there,
here.
Jared.
Yeah, or compare them to other
was bound to
stories that
happen
came
after-
after his. Yeah.
After years, it was bound to happen once.
Once at least.
Now, do I see this correctly? This man has one hand.
Yeah, what's that hand? Is that a knife hand?
No, yeah, he has one hand.
Or is he
Which
like
is another-
T2 where he can make a knife?
Well, no, obviously that
His
wouldn't
hand
be the
can
case.
turn
right?
into
He's
a
not
knife.
liquid metal, so no, he's not liquid metal. So it happened in 1974, and
So,
that's young him
no liquid
when it
metal.
happened. If you look on screen,
Okay.
For those not looking, it's a younger version of an old man. So,
His Darth Nihilus costumes in the background.
yeah. So when they were leaving, he assumes they left Earth because he saw a ball, which he assumed was Earth, right?
Out of the ship window?
Yep.
Oh, shit. So
Yes.
they straight abducted him and took him.
Yes,
He's out
They
of
took
Earth's
him-
atmosphere.
They landed to somewhere he assumed was their planet.
Cool.
And they took him behind this screen, right? And soon after they told
And there was
him,
a guy hitting a bunch of buttons and shit. Oh, don't
he
come
didn't
back
mention
here.
that. Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
come back here.
Wizard of Oz
Yeah,
or
you
some
didn't
shit.
see anything.
Yeah. Yeah. So he as soon after he went behind the screen, they told him that he wasn't what they were looking for and he couldn't stay. So they said
Story of
sorry
my
and they had to drop him off
They
back.
tossed his ass out the ship.
And they dropped him in the middle of the fucking woods. He literally
Lucky for him.
fell.
A good thing they brought him back because who
So
knows what they
here's
would have
what's
done to
up.
him.
Well,
they would have ate him or something.
why isn't he what they were looking for? We'll get into that.
Oh, okay. We know.
Yeah. So
Love it.
perhaps there's a theory.
Okay.
So which is how it seems for many of the cases is they're dropped just in the picked up from where they're at and dropped in the middle of fucking nowhere. The people who are
Crazy.
found, right?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened to him. He was dropped in the middle of fucking nowhere. So anyway, when he returned, his wife and several officers found him and took him into the hospital. They tested him with a fine-tooth comb.
Nice.
And he was good. No
Cool.
injuries. Wasn't on drugs.
Yep.
Nothing.
Nice.
He asked about his lungs and his tuberculosis scars that he has, right? Because he had tuberculosis.
Oh,
so
shit.
in his x-rays, you see the little dots. They call them tuberculosis stars. And the doctor said, what are you talking about? What tuberculosis stars? They were gone. His
They
lungs
healed
were
him.
fucking healed.
They fucking healed him.
His lungs were fucking healed.
So
Oh,
instead
that's
of Dr.
sick.
Oz, it's Dr. Ozo.
Dr. Ozo.
Hold on.
Tuesday.
My lover Alicia said something. What did she say?
She said, honestly, at this point in my life, if an alien was looking for prey, I would literally beg him to take me.
Right? Yeah. It sounds fun.
I love that.
We don't know what happens to the people that don't come back, so maybe not so fun. But this whole thing, I like the ride into space. I like getting to know Ozo.
Worth it.
I like getting to
Darth
talk to him
Nihilus,
about
but yes.
or Darth Nihilus. I like the elk thing. I like that we have something in common. You hunt elk. I hunt elk. You're Ozo. I'm Carzo. Or Darth Nihilus. Yeah, Carzo.
Alicia.
You would be Jarzo.
By the way, Alicia
Jarzo.
is literally like a 10. She's gorgeous, so it's so funny for her to say like, at this point, you know, an
She
alien
would
take-
make great hybrid babies.
That's what I'm saying. If they wanted to take a human specimen, take a fucking beautiful
Well,
woman.
we don't know. So what if
We'll miss
what if
you,
it's attractive
Alicia.
to us is hideous to them?
What'd you say?
I said, but we'll miss you, Alicia.
Yeah, no, I'll miss the shit out of you. Are you kidding me?
He's all, take her, but we'll miss you.
Who's gonna call me?
Because look at this guy. Doesn't
Who's gonna
look
call
like
me in the middle of the night.
He's not a handsome devil here. This is like the most average looking guy I've ever seen.
Yes.
So,
When you look up average in the dictionary, this picture actually.
Right.
backs
I don't
up
think
what I
they're
was gonna have
taking.
to read.
I don't think they find us attractive. But the guy Ozo looks humanoid. I mean, so some features might be
Humanoid,
attractive
absolutely.
to him.
Well, remember when he was on ground, he thought it was a human being.
Oh yeah, he thought some guy just walked up
It's
to
some
him.
fucking
Okay,
dude
so then they
disappeared.
would have the same attractive qualities then. Okay,
I'd say, right?
at least this race of aliens.
So they're
This is
they're
insane.
like, what do you mean? What fucking tuberculosis? And they're like, he's like, oh, whoa, his wife, right?
I love it.
Yeah,
They
Ooh,
can
you're smoking
heal
that. Fresh,
any
fresh,
disease.
Good, good. So anyway, he said his lungs are fine.
Yeah.
And Carl believes the alien's issue with him was that Carl had a vasectomy.
There you go. He couldn't procreate.
Right?
Yep.
Cut to 35 years later,
Snip,
almost to the
snip.
day, same area. A gentleman named Mark Stripmater.
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 What a name,
More like,
right?
Mark Stripmater.
Yeah.
more like strip.
More like
made
Mater
ham.
Strip.
Boom! Boom!
Dun 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 dun. dun.
Love
Dude,
that.
that was stellar.
All
On
right.
point.
Look at, we got a few out today, guys. We got a
Mater
few out.
Strip.
We're taking turns. We're all Bigfooting.
Yeah.
3 pointers.
If you
All
can
right.
count how many times Jared says Bigfoot in the podcast,
Then kill yourself.
Yeah, then you can. We'll let you subscribe for free.
we appreciate
Yeah.
your loyalty.
By the way, oh my God. Guys, I totally almost forgot.
Oh my God, the music.
This episode is brought to you by you. So please, if you can, like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Leave a comment.
Ding ding ding.
That's a bell sound. Like, subscribe, comment, and this is for you that are not in the chat right now because you're too stupid or you're too fucking busy, quote unquote. You're never too busy for the podcast, never sleeps. Because we never sleep.
We're
You're going to
never
sleep
too
and we're not going to
busy
fucking
for
sleep.
you.
Yeah, never too busy for you.
So here's the deal, guys. We provide the gigs. We provide the information. Look at this shit. You think I did this
Gigs
for
of
fun?
data.
We're not Bigfooting you.
We ain't Bigfoot.
We're not Bigfoot.
I hate it. We provide the gigs. We provide the fun. We provide the love. We provide the hilarity. We provide the information. All we ask of you in return is do us a little favor. Hit that subscribe. Hit that like. Hit that bell icon if you must. If you're able, you know, which you are. It's fucking 3
You're
buttons, guys.
not.
Come on.
Ask for help.
Ask for help. Ask a neighbor.
Ask
a
an
loved one.
adult.
Tell
Ask
all
an
your
adult.
friends.
And also, leave a comment once the video is published. When it will be, you're watching this a year from when it was published. Look how crazy the whole set, everything's different, isn't it crazy now? Because you're in the year 2024, guys. It's crazy. This is the future. I'm talking to a future.
I look a lot
person.
different, right?
Yeah, because you're in a grave right now.
Oh.
This got grim. You're dead. Oh, you die next year. Oh my God.
I'm like a star. You can only see me right now, but I'm actually
already
dead.
dead.
If you were here, you would see that I'm not here. It's like
So
a star.
if you're Jared, you can time travel.
Yeah.
Fucking fool. Fool.
What? That's how we measure it. What are you talking about? Is by light getting from one place to another. That's how we measure it.
You're light.
Everyone share right now to your...
Oh, and share.
Wait, what happened with Ozo? Oh yeah, share.
To loved ones. I'm still going. I'm still
wanna know.
gozoing.
I want to know.
Darth Nihilus.
I want to know
Gozo.
Mozo.
Go to Lake
about
Kawasaki. How do you say it?
Ozo.
Take a
What-
shot.
what up,
Hey,
Pazaki?
Hey,
I always
Tina,
wanna say
Tina.
Kawasaki.
Hold up, Tina.
Take
Best
a
idea
shot
ever.
every time Jared says Bigfoot. And
You will be
fuck
fucked.
yes.
You will be so fucking drunk.
That's a good game.
That's the best
That's a
game.
drinking game
Tina,
right there. Huh?
Tina, can I
Yep.
tell you what? Genius.
Genius.
Can I be honest with you, Tina? Genius.
Genius. We should actually put that in the description.
What?
Drinking game. The Bigfooting rules. What you have to do. Take a shot.
And the
watch
rules
the
of Bigfooting.
podcast.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Well, we can leave this up for now.
All right.
So,
rocking and roll.
Rocking and rolling. What movie?
Because we are rocking and rolling. Isn't that Grease?
It sure is.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Ding, 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 ding.
Another Grease reference. Oof.
Okay, so anyway, back to crazy shit. So
yeah, exactly.
back to Columbine.
It's like
Remember that?
crazy. I know that was
Last episode was
That's rough.
funny. So take a shot every time Jared says Bigfoot. That's so fucking
So this
funny.
is another
and at
guy
the end of this,
So
in the
tell
same
me
place.
How many shots you took?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tell me
exactly.
how you're feeling.
Please.
Alicia knew Grease.
Yep.
Oh,
Well
great. Yeah,
done.
no, she, dude, you fucking talk movies or music with this woman, she'll blow your mind. You talk
Soundtracks.
music, yeah, she
Yeah.
knows her shit,
nice.
dude. No,
Awesome.
not soundtracks, anything.
Anything. That's
you
awesome.
mention a band member, she'll be like, "Oh yeah, a girl wrote a song about him." It's like fucking everything, dude. She knows her shit. Anyway, so Mark Stripmatter, 35 years later, almost to the day, in the same area.
Weird.
So this is his story. This is Mark's story, and that's him.
Because
up on
if you're
screen.
hunting, let's just real quick. If you're a hunter, you go back during a specific season, and you usually go back the same time every year. So if this alien Ozo's hunting elk, quote unquote, I'm sure he doesn't have to do much work. He can like hit them with a ray gun, and they just walk over,
funny
or
you
one of
said
those
that.
floating pills, goes in their
Funny you said
mouths,
that.
and they
So
wake
check
up
it
on
out.
the shit. Go ahead.
So
It's just
Mark Stripmatter.
It's very plausible.
No, also an elk hunter, specifically, just like Carl.
Mm-hmm.
Pulls to the side of the road, and this is what we gathered just from after the fact. Pulls to the side of the road, steps out of his vehicle, leaves the keys, grabs just his day pack and a rifle. Left his overnight camping gear, everything. Left it all. Left the keys, everything.
Okay.
So some people assume, oh, maybe he saw a deer cross, but he has been hunting for 15 years. So he should know deer don't just walk in a straight line. They zigzag.
Right.
So he wouldn't just follow a deer that he saw cross, right? He would go, he'd set up
No,
camp.
and he wouldn't
knows
leave
what
his
the
keys
fuck
and stuff.
he's-
That's
and
weird.
Nor would he leave his keys.
Yeah.
Or pull off to the side of the road and just leave his car there. No, he would pull off to a designated area. Right?
Yeah.
Just what normal fucking human beings do, right?
He's a hunter. He knows that's not the only elk in the forest.
15 years of big game hunting.
Okay, so there we go.
So left it all.
Okay.
Just takes the small
Takes
pack.
the day
just
pack.
takes the rifle. Day pack and the rifle.
Okay.
15-year fucking veteran. So they searched for a week to no avail. Canine smelled nothing. Another what do we call it? Profile
Data
point.
profile point.
Yep. Found no scent. Another profile point. No animal predation. No signs of animal predation. Another profile point. Here's another one that's very common. No birds. And birds are a sign of usually of a sign of a dead body, right?
Yeah.
And so with a lot of
Crows or
SNR, a lot of search and rescue guys, they'll see, oh shit, there's a bird or there's a flock of birds. Let's go there.
Right.
Boom. There's fucking Jeremy dead.
Yeah.
Right. So canine smelled nothing. No animal predation. No birds. No tracks. And guess what happened the next day? The weather changed dramatically.
To what?
You don't say.
Yep. It became a snowstorm.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, come
Yep.
on. And we know aliens could, if it was aliens, couldn't control the weather, I'm
Well,
sure,
check
because
this
we
out.
even can do
Prior to this day, and mind you, he went hunting with his girlfriend every time except this time.
Yeah.
He also told his girlfriend he was driving down the road near where they hunt, and he saw a UFO. He was super shaken up, freaking out.
Wait, this
telling her
was
about
on the same trip?
This was like days prior.
Oh, shit.
Saying, I saw a fucking shaken up. This is a rugged fucking dude, right? This is a hunter, 15 fucking years hunting
That's
big game.
cool.
Scared out of his wits.
So was this in the same area where he saw it?
It was right
was it
above
scoping
where
him?
it was west of where his car was, which is off the side of the road, where he would have walked.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the
right
UFO sighting
where-
was where he was going to go
where
hunting.
literally he went hunting.
And where this guy saw Ozo a year before.
A year prior. Or 35 years prior.
I wish we had a description of the UFO that he saw. That would be
We
cool
do.
to know.
We do.
Oh, we do?
Yeah. It was a cube.
No, that was the first guy.
Oh.
It would be interesting.
Got you.
You have that? Because what if it's the same ship? He wouldn't...
So, do you think that these people, like, because he always went hunting or camping, hunting with his girlfriend prior,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And he went this time by himself.
Yep.
Yeah.
He saw the UFO before he went,
Yeah.
Yes.
right? Okay.
Before
so,
he went missing, too. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Right
do you
before.
think
No, I don't.
that these people, like, get somehow programmed prior to make
Possibly,
themselves
very
want to
possibly.
go by themselves?
Even if they're fucking just sleeping in their bed and people come. That's a great question. And people
We
show
know-
up. This is the UFO, by the way.
Oh, it was one
it's
of
a
these.
triangle UFO. I
Yeah.
have seen this UFO.
The
in a few
Aurora
other
Project.
cases.
What is this thing? The TR3B or whatever they call
I
it.
have
Yeah,
seen
I know what the
same
fuck you're
one
saying.
in a few different cases.
Yeah.
So check this out. So anyway, so this is what he saw prior.
Okay.
East of Mark's disappearance. Pardon me. Okay, so east of Mark's disappearance, a man named Charles Gustafson disappeared. Also an elk hunter. And here's Mr. Gustafson. Yeah, I got all this shit. I got you, dude. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's 127 million pounds. That's for you guys, not the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paranormal may be tied to the disappearance.
So there's the handsome Mr. Gustafson.
There he is.
It's insane how much he looks like Thomas Messer.
Yeah, they do have a similar look.
Yeah.
Hunters, right?
Oh, this is Gustafson. This isn't Carl. That's my mistake.
Yeah.
Carl was the other guy. Yeah. So then,
Kozo.
oh yes, Ozo, exactly. Okay, so anyway, so Gustafson disappeared. Also an elk hunter, like I said.
Yeah.
He separated from his family. They were all together. He's like, oh, I'm gonna go this way, right? And boom, gone.
Yeah.
Not only did he have military survival training,
Wow.
yeah, which is legit, but he's been hunting his entire life.
Yeah.
Knew the area back to front. To get lost would be a chore.
Yeah, that's weird.
Also, they say if you were to walk just downhill, which most people tend to,
Yeah.
just obviously, you will, no matter what, find a road. Even if you cross, you will be crossing private property.
Jeez.
But
So-
who
so you
gives a
couldn't get-
fuck
Yeah.
You will
when you're
find
gonna
some type
die?
It'd be very
Yeah.
hard to get lost and
Yes.
never seen again. Did they find any of his stuff?
Check it. So I'll tell you. So so if he would have just keep walking downhill, the easy hill, the easy one, he would have fucking found a road, a house.
Right.
It would have been fine. So it's very odd. Anyway, so Mr. Gustafson, Charles Gustafson, separated from his family. Boom, boom. Next thing you know, they go to look for him. No scent, no trail.
Yeah.
Weather changed dramatically the next day for the worse. They found his rifle near water. So these guys were fishing and they found his rifle.
Okay.
Right? So then the sheriff and a few other gentlemen go out and they find his fanny pack. So the sheriff goes and sits down where they found the rifle. He goes and sits down there.
Yeah.
And he's looking around about 10 feet away. He finds the fanny pack that belonged to Mr. Gustafson.
Interesting that it wasn't noticed the first go around,
first
so it was probably not there.
Which
as we know
exactly
about
right.
these cases, yeah.
Because it was a bright fanny right there in the middle.
Yeah, stuff gets put
And
back.
these guys were fucking fishing. They would have seen
freaking
it.
weird.
Anyway,
Animals don't do that.
so all these men, here's the curious stuff. All elk hunters, all of German heritage.
Okay.
So there's a lot in common. Not far from where these three men were abducted or whatever happened, is an Air Force base that says they've reported hundreds of UFO sightings.
Oh.
This is where it gets really interesting. So a man named Pat McGuire had a series of incidents involving UFOs. During a regressive and this is another gentleman in the Wyoming area as well.
Okay.
During a regressive hypnosis session, he remembered he was told by an alien to build a well.
Okay.
He took it very seriously. Geologists said, and many others said, dude, there's no water down there. Don't waste your fucking time. You're being a fool, right?
Okay.
You're being a damn fool. And they yelled.
So this is very Noah's Ark, right? A strange voice tells you build something, and it shakes you up to your core where you do it.
What are you doing, dummy? Yeah.
Right. Everyone thinks you're crazy, but you experienced it. You know what really happened.
Yep.
So he's doing it. Okay.
So anyway, let me burn through this because I want to get to the fun stuff. So anyway, he builds the well, dug it, and sure enough, there was fucking water there, dude. So against all odds, there was water.
Mm-hmm.
So also down the middle of the United States, there's no missing people. It's almost crazy because there's these clusters that Paulides finds.
Yeah.
There's 0 missing people, like almost in a perfectly straight line area.
Huh.
Okay. So a friend, so he thought that was curious. A friend of Dave's in the government called him one day and said, "Hey, Dave, that area you're talking about, we actually know about that area. So it's a water area called the Ogallala Aquifer."
Okay.
And what it is it's an underground water source where it's this huge source of water underground.
Okay.
And what did Chase say?
He just said this episode's been amazing so far.
I'm so happy
having
he's
so
enjoying
much
it.
fun.
Good.
Oh yeah, this is a lot of cool
Good.
stuff. I'm learning a lot too.
Yeah. So here's the fucking thing, man. When you place the cluster map that David Paulides has put together, where you have all the clusters of all the people missing, it's a perfect match. Not a single human being went missing, but as soon as you cross that line of that aquifer, tons, dozens, hundreds.
So what's the conclusion they're drawing here?
So here's the conclusion being drawn. So because Dave has a lot of experience with MUFON, who study UFOs.
Yeah.
He also knows about underwater submerged objects.
Yeah.
Right? Not just flying, underwater submerged.
USOs.
You exactly right. So he believes they might be using the aquifer as like transportation.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Probably an underground highway for them of some kind. Because we know that they're transmedium vehicles. That means that they can go in space, in the atmosphere, and underwater.
Wherever the
with
fuck they
no
want.
issue.
None.
Yeah. Crazy.
So when they told they told Pat to build.
Yeah.
He thinks so the reason that the aliens told him,
right?
The reason the aliens told him was if a global cataclysm were to happen, that this will be a fresh water source for those who live in the area. Yeah.
That's what he thinks? Oh,
yes.
That's interesting.
So and then David Paulides thinks possibly it's a way for the aliens to get from point A to point B.
That makes way more sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
I'm sure they don't care if we...
The aliens were fucking capping, homeboy.
That's
and
interesting.
They're like, oh no, just in case something bad happens to y'all. No, they're fucking using that shit to bing, bing, bang, boom, right? And
very strange.
So we can hypothesize after all this that perhaps these aliens are monitoring our elk and wildlife population for what could be the worst wildlife disaster in North America with this.
Or they're just eating it. If Ozo's to be believed, right? He said that.
He did
says
say
he
that.
eats it.
I think that's capping too. I think that's bullshit also. I think, I think maybe they are just making sure our supply is good because maybe they need us for some reason. And there's been stories of abductees who came back and were told, hey, the alien told me some shit's going to go down and they're going to need our help one day.
So I think if aliens are us from the future, then that would make a lot of sense. That they want to protect their origins, right?
So, and real quick, just to finish my little thing off. So the other thing is that all as I said, all elk hunters, all of them were alone at the time.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them observed a UFO prior to Carl and Mark, prior to being, abducted. So one returned, one didn't.
Okay.
Carl even said he saw elk on the UFO. So a lot of it adds up to the elk thing, right? Carl also believes he was returned because he had a vasectomy as opposed to everyone else who did not. So he thought So my theory is maybe they're curious about or invested in our reproduction, our reproductive systems, how it works, as well as maybe with the elk population, or they're just trying to help the elk population. And I also think, like, when are too many coincidences? When do too many coincidences add up until you're like, maybe something fucking supernatural or a little crazy, like UFOs connected to this missing 401 shit is here?
I agree. I think after everything we've discussed,
pages of notes,
everything we've discussed around these. Yeah, it has to be something supernatural, right? There is no good explanation here. There's no
like
rationalizing
There's
it.
no rational, yeah. So I'm gonna cut to you because your boy's gonna pee.
Yeah, so yeah, that's great. I would love now to dive into some theories about what we think is actually happening here. So Cameron obviously was talking about how there's a UFO connection, some sort of alien connection, that it could be aliens. Earlier, Chase brought up cryptids. What do you think, Princess?
I think it could be a mixture of all of it.
Yeah?
Honestly, because I mean, just because. Okay, so there's some that just disappear. That just you find nothing. You know, nothing.
Well, the
There's
data points are
others
all the same.
that are you find their boots, or you
Right.
find, you know, and in different scattered places. Like, it could be everything at the same time.
It could be because the data points are all the same. It points to some. I would say it points closer to maybe one or two causes, because it's all the same patterns. So if we're to believe that these are related, these cases are related, that would, just like if we were police officers looking into serial killer, there is one person behind it because of the pattern of behavior, right?
Right.
So we're seeing thousands of people go missing, all under the same circumstances in the similar geographical areas. So is it multiple aliens or cryptids all around these national parks?
I guess it depends on how open-minded you are.
Yeah, that's true. Because we don't know.
Me, I believe in aliens 100%.
Yeah.
I believe that they abduct people. They take them for several different reasons. Sometimes it's for clones. Sometimes it's to create hybrids. Sometimes it's just to learn. Sometimes it's for good. Sometimes it's for not good. So, and also I do believe
that they're full of evil intent.
Reptilians. I believe in reptilians.
Yeah. Okay. So you believe aliens here.
I believe in all of that, because if there's enough people giving you this theory, there's got to be some truth to it.
By the way, I just looked at our producer's screen. Yeah, she's on point, dude. She got all the shit up. Bing, ding, 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 ding. Anyway,
but yeah, so I believe in all of it. So I think if there's a theory, there's some truth to it. Like,
so aliens, you're thinking aliens for this.
Aliens
this
for
sounds
sure.
Dude, I'm thinking aliens, but here's what fucks with me is, what about like the Fuzzy Man and shit? What is that?
Or Dennis Martin's
Skinwalker?
case.
Is it?
I believe, like, it could be a variety of different
Skinwalkers.
entities.
It's like UFOs. It's who knows? Maybe
Because
fucking
sometimes it could be
Skinwalkers
for
are
food.
aliens.
Sometimes
Yeah.
it could be for technology. Sometimes it could be for cloning.
Murder.
It could be for food.
Yeah.
For
I think there's
learning
something in the
purposes,
parks for sure.
You know?
I think there's some there are creatures living in there. The Bigfoot thing, it's too common. It happens
Taking
too
a shot.
often. There's so much. Yeah, there's so much. There's so much evidence around Bigfoot, and something
Maybe
going
some of
on in
it's
these
the
national
Mothman.
parks.
Hey,
Well, for
let's
these,
go.
because of the data points, I would think it does point to. I mean, it points to something intelligent, and I guess if we could understand its
I mean,
motives.
and obviously these things could make things invisible.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Or
why
put
do
you
they
on
want
a
us?
different, or put you on a different frequency to where when they're searching for you, they can't see you.
Yeah, that's what's
like
happening.
The kid was with the Fuzzy
Yep.
Man.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
he's like, oh, it's right there. You know.
And the kid saw, but it's a second. The mom went dink,
Yeah.
dink, gone.
So they can just put you under their cloak, maybe, and you're done.
A lot of people think
or
it's
during an extra dimension, like
Different
parallel
Joe
universe.
D'Souza,
Different
like
dimensions.
FBI agent D'Souza says,
Absolutely.
they're extra dimensional beings.
Well,
so
a
they
lot
just
of
pop into our dimension.
well, a lot of
Pop out,
military,
baby.
a lot of like military whistleblowers that have worked on the UFO programs. They all say that aliens are interdimensional. Like they,
They can
generally
maybe just create
agree
a
on
portal,
that.
snatch you, and you're done.
Yeah,
You know, it could be that easy.
it could be. I would love to know if anyone in the chat has any idea of what
Or
they
if
think
anybody
this could be.
If anybody in the chat wants to call, you know
Yeah.
how. But to me, it's pretty
I have a
crazy.
question,
if
though.
if I were to see like the Fuzzy Man, I'd go.
Because you would totally have a set of drums with you.
No, you know what I would? Yeah, exactly. You know what I would do? I'd be like,
Come on, motherfucker. You think this is a game, bitch?
Yeah, that would be interesting to see
That's
how
what
that
I
turned
would
out.
do.
So would you rather deal with aliens or robots?
Well,
fuck.
Because I have the fucking goods, it wouldn't matter. I'd fuck. No, I think aliens, because aliens are an intelligent species that I could like fucking maybe have a heart.
Okay.
But guys, let's wrap this up because there's something I'm so happy to introduce you guys to. It's
Let's
the
do that then.
fucking
If we're
best.
moving on. We're moving on from the subject?
I want to move on because this shit is hilarious.
Yeah, because I've got like 2 or 3 more stories that really speak to what's going on.
Go on.
No, I was saying I have some more stories that kind of help speak to what's going on that might give us a little bit more clarity, but we're running out of time on the show. We might be able to get to it some other time then.
Yeah.
Or just put it in the chat or comment on the videos after we post them, and I can answer questions in there too.
Sure. Also, if you subscribe to our Patreon, become a patron, then we do free content where nobody else gets to see it, just you guys. So we do Q&As. We do a lot of fun stuff. So if you guys want to, it'll be in the description. Just join the Patreon, and you could become a producer and a patron today, and we'll teach you all the dope shit. And if you have any questions, or we could do a one-on-one sesh, Q&A. We could do a group Q&A. Bunch of cool stuff. But anyway, drum roll, please. Do I not have a fucking drum roll?
Yeah, that's weird that you wouldn't have
Sure,
that.
because you have drums.
Yeah,
I
maybe
know.
that's why he didn't.
That's why
do
I
it.
didn't, because I'm like, I'll just play it myself.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, I do have that.
Yeah, he's got that.
There's
one.
your drum roll.
Just
for
push
now.
it over and over and over. Okay, but what's
Ladies
what's the drum roll
and
for?
gentlemen. Okay.
I'm excited.
It's just this guy's face. No. So, Jared. Princess.
Yep.
Cameron.
There's this phenomenon, right?
Phenomena.
Me and my girlfriend a couple years ago found it out. My ex-girlfriend. She's dead now.
No connection.
Yeah, I had nothing to do
Well,
with
they
her.
haven't made any connections yet.
They haven't found me out, or they haven't found out yet. No,
Ozo took her.
she's alive. Dark Nihilus has her. No, she's
not
probably
true. There's-
alive.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Scare people.
Yeah,
I think we're
she's
telling the truth.
probably fine. So, Mr. Jared, Mr. Princess, there was this.
Did you say Mr. Princess?
I did. I thought it was funny. So there was this amazing little thing that was big on TikTok a couple years ago, right?
Okay.
Have you guys heard of the Joker face?
No. I should have, and I'm ashamed I have not.
Don't be
because
ashamed.
Carlos loves the Joker.
Okay.
Like he follows all
Okay.
Joker stuff.
So check this out. I'm gonna preface it just a little bit. I think the less is more. So
Okay.
there's a few TikTok accounts that do this. This is the main one. This is the guy who fucking started all the creme de la creme, the cream of the crop. Okay.
Oh crap!
So what he does is he will do something called the Joker face, and it's very intimidating and scary.
Okay.
And so he'll be normal guy, and then he'll do the Joker face.
Okay.
And now, oh shit, let's watch out.
Okay.
This guy's not fucking around. Y'all ready?
Okay. Oh, we're gonna watch the videos. I thought you were gonna do it.
Oh, no. Okay, ready? That's it! Hold on, it gets so good.
Oh no. Wait. They literally invited him out on stage to do it?
And he missed his cue and everything. This is my favorite one. This is my favorite one. Hold on. What's the other guy doing?
Holy crap. What is this?
Dude,
did he just take his motorcycle? Oh,
this has 114 million views.
Of course. See, we're doing the wrong thing. I told you we were supposed to be doing Joker face. Joker face on a motorcycle.
Oh, let's pick on this guy. Big mistake.
Oh, shit. He's dropping the hammer. Why is he called the Joker face? Just because he has green hair?
What even was that?
Wow. So people watch this.
Jared,
guess so.
Millions of people watch this guy.
He's trying it. No, let me
and
show you, buddy.
everyone knows it? Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I like that guy
I
special.
guess you have to be of a certain type of person to.
Gay.
Why does he always like crack
It's only
his
gay
neck
guys
first?
because that's part of the sound. So the
Okay.
sound effect is that. So they just did that.
Fucking crazy. I was thinking it's cryptids. Now I'm
Yeah,
thinking
Chase.
aliens, or maybe cryptids are aliens. Yes, could be.
Absolutely.
And maybe these cryptids are really different, or a really different alien
Aliens.
species. That's good, Chase.
What?
Good input.
Are you still watching this?
Yeah,
Steven?
he loves it.
Dude, you guys aren't entertained. Are you not entertained?
Not at all.
The first few times it was funny.
No.
Dude, how is that not the most hysterical fucking
It is.
thing
It's
you've ever
fucking
seen?
silly. It's such silliness.
Oh, you guys are not.
That's
I have
why
a
you need
feeling
girl
Cameron
on the
has an
show.
impression of this face.
I don't.
That's what
Do
I wanted to
it.
see. Do it, Cameron.
You know
Come
you
on.
practiced it.
How
Quit
did you say we're
Bigfooting.
shooting the bullets at your feet
Let's
right
see it.
now? Do your Joker face.
That's it. Welcome to the club.
I had to play the music in the background too. That's how you get in the mood,
Is your shit?
right?
Is this it?
No, so yeah, so this goes up and around, and this goes down. So.
I know it's going to be happening for this next week. Both
Hold on,
of
I-
you are going to be practicing.
I gotta hook you up with the sound. Do it. Ready? Wait for the crack. Crack your neck. No, you gotta.
Okay.
Ready?
That's not bad. I think I've got it.
Yeah, you got it down.
Thank you.
Do it again. Ready?
I don't want to do this anymore. I actually don't like this. I liked it at first. It's
I
getting
like
worse.
watching you two try.
Yeah, I mean,
Dude, you're a vagina.
no, it's funny for 2 seconds. We can't do a whole show on this.
No one's doing a whole show. I'm just so excited to show this
Yeah,
fucking
I loved
thing to
it.
you guys.
Thank you.
That's
I appreciate
hilarious.
it.
So,
love when you show us new things.
Deadpool.
Reveal more
Captain-
things.
What? Chase said, Deadpool beat Captain America, battle to the death, no choosing who you like more or anything. Just
Deadpool
who
would win
a
just
win a
because he
deathmatch.
has
die.
he has regeneration that is
Yeah.
bar none.
Yeah, so when the new Deadpool Wolverine movie, that's going to be fun because neither of
That
them
movie's
They
coming
just
out.
stab each other in the skull.
Yeah. It's going to be just a nonstop just slug out
That's
fest.
awesome.
It's
I
going to
love
be
Wolverine.
cool. Oh yeah.
Wolverine's the shit.
And he's joining the MCU.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Here's my only fear and hesitation is that are Disney going to make it rated R? Because
Yeah.
that's what made the first.
They
great.
said they already came
I
out
know
and
they
said
did,
they would.
but
yeah.
is it going to be a hard R, like a real R?
Well,
Is it gonna be
Disney
like a R?
doesn't Disney have like an entity they use for rated R movies already?
I think so.
yeah,
Yeah,
but so in this case they'll just
DreamWorks. No,
yeah,
just kidding.
no, they'll just have to pull it in.
Different comp.
Deadpool is
Yeah.
Chase's new favorite Marvel.
No shit.
Yeah.
I like characters who actually kill people. LOL.
Yeah,
Me
like
too.
Punisher's
Yeah,
great,
Punisher's the shit.
Deadpool's great, Wolverine's great.
Have you read the fucking Captain America?
No,
what's
I
it
have
called?
not.
Of course you have. What's it called? It's the where he's Hydra. So he
Oh,
gets
that's fun.
brainwashed
I love it.
to believe he was a Hydra.
Oh, you're talking about
agent from
Cap.
Jump.
I thought you were talking about
Captain
Deadpool.
America, not
I was
Deadpool.
like, Deadpool did this? I
No,
love
my
it.
favorite thing
I've
of
seen the Cap
Deadpool
one.
is Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
Where he goes and just fucking murks everybody.
And he comes out of the comic and kills the comic writers.
Kills Stan Lee,
That's funny.
Jack Kirby.
Yeah.
Um,
It's always fun.
yeah, but no, yeah, if they make it a hard R and it's legit and they're cutting fucking limbs off and
Yeah.
like if they do anything like fucking Juggernaut ripping Deadpool in half like they did in number 2, if Disney has the balls, the cojones to do anything like that, I'll be fucking stoked.
Yeah.
So let me check real quick because we are running out of time. So we did my segment,
Unfortunately.
Joker face segment. We got that out the way. So now it's time for drum roll, please.
Another one?
I got this. Let's watch some fucking shorts, boy.
Ding, ding, ding.
Real fast. Wait, I forgot something.
Nope.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. Please.
Remember I said I had a packing list for people to survive in the woods?
Yeah,
Yes.
but we want them to die. No, I'm just kidding. Please, yeah. That's rude. And she doesn't say it.
So, the packing list real fast is identification,
Yep.
water,
Of course.
plastic bags,
Need it.
satellite phone, GPS device,
Expensive.
personal locator.
Satellite
It's worth
phone
your
works.
life,
The
though.
personal
Yeah, come
locator
on,
is a great
Jared.
idea.
Oh, it's expensive. You want to
A
live?
personal locator beacon is what it's called.
Yeah.
A whistle, a knife, fire starter, bright colors.
Yep.
Tell
So we need
people
Drew
what
Barrymore?
you're doing. Check the weather.
Yes.
Even though it changes the next day.
I know, even though they
Stay
control
put.
it.
Bring extra ammo.
are the weather.
And if you get lost, go to an open area, a
Uh-huh.
little area,
And don't
and wave your
Stay
bright
put, yeah.
jacket.
Don't move. Yeah, stay put.
Yeah, and I mean,
Stay kaput.
since we came back to this real quick, because Chase had asked a question earlier, this might help you try and
So
work it
anyway-
out, Chase. So there was one kid went missing. The only witnesses
Oh my
that
God.
night said they
Come show your
saw
outfit.
a large creature carrying what looked like a small boy
person,
under its
yeah.
arm.
Yeah.
And there was also a case of a child that went missing who, when she was found, said that her grandmother actually watched over her and took care of her while she was gone in this cave. But it wasn't her grandma. Even though she looked just like her grandma, she knew it wasn't her.
I heard a similar
that
story.
she was a robot. The child, or like a 5-year-old child said this, that it was a robot grandma, but it looked just like her.
And the little kid says, I don't like other Nana.
Yeah. Weird, right? So we've got
Real quick.
possible cryptids, we've got possible robots, and possible UFOs. The rabbit hole gets deeper, and these are actual cases with tons of information out there about
Yes.
this stuff. So if you guys really liked this episode and want to do a few more stories or touch on 411 again, let's do it. Just mention it somewhere, and we'll
For
talk
sure.
about it.
Just, leave it a comment whenever. But the most important thing is, guys, if you're going to talk about something, you got to dress the part. Okay? So your boy's got his, right? What about
Very
Princess?
nice. Oh, yeah, Princess brought the whole thing. Look at this.
Let's fucking
She
go.
is hunting. Even the hunting hat.
You
did
Bring
it.
your bright jacket.
Look at this.
She even brought guns and ammo. Crazy.
Yeah.
Boom.
Wow. That's great. What if she
fucking
goes
play.
missing after the episode?
That'd be great. We'd find her.
Yeah, we will.
I will not be part of the hunted.
No, please don't.
She will be the hunter.
Take that life beacon with you.
Will do.
Well, shit. That was great. I love it. That was a great subject. I feel like I learned a lot.
Yeah, well, that's right up your alley.
All right, now let's see what kind of shorts you got.
Yeah, let's get a couple shorts going.
I don't
and
like
then-
shorts. I think men shouldn't wear shorts. I think
You're stupid.
I think you
Because
should
you
wear
only wear
jeans.
short shorts.
Yeah,
Who wears
I
short
I don't
shorts?
I don't even.
Jared, 'cause he's a queer.
I don't wear shorts even in the summer. I fucking hate shorts. I think they just make you look silly.
Cool,
If
we're
you're
talking about
if you're
YouTube
older than
shorts.
10 years old, you shouldn't wear your hat backwards and you shouldn't wear shorts.
And you
You have
shouldn't
no
sag
sense
your
of
pants.
fashion.
Carlin
And you
might have
should-
said
you
You
shouldn't
have no
sag your
sense of
pants.
fashion.
Well, yeah.
Count to
some
30.
people don't have a choice.
1, 2, 3, 4. Start. 5,
I worked for you for 7 years.
7.
I broke heads in Cicero.
Best
I
fucking
set
show,
up
man.
Dino
So good.
Bannon. I make my number every week.
12.
Maybe I'm a federal agent. Maybe I'm a bigamist. Maybe I'm a murderer on the run. Believe what you want. There's no way I can stop you. But that's not
That's
what
Al
matters
Capone.
now. It's not.
20.
What matters is this man comes in from out of town.
23.
Starts telling Capone what to do about Capone's business and Capone's
27.
This guy was such a
and
slime ball.
27.
Yeah.
and
29. 30.
Come
I'd say
on.
that's pretty goddamn disrespectful.
Nice.
Scarface. Lucky Charlie Luciano.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Boardwalk Empire, Princess?
No.
This is a
You
show.
can rule by fear.
It's a show?
It's
a good
old,
show.
yeah.
You can
It
roll by
ended
love.
years ago, but
Like
it's
with
a great
series?
show. It's on HBO Max.
Joe
Okay.
McClellan, who was just a straight up
Dog.
murderer.
Look at the man's record. Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. #1 hit
This
man
music's
in
dangerous.
America.
Jeez.
Right.
It's so uncomfortable.
Look at him.
What a fight that was.
Yeah, that would be tough.
Ugh.
All right, you guys.
Can you explain this game to me?
I want to watch Yellowstone.
Me too. I haven't seen the show. Yeah, I gotta watch it.
You know what's funny is so this comedian Andrew Schultz, who I really like.
Yeah. He's funny.
Yeah, he's very funny. So I want to Chase said a lot of shit. Let's get to that in a second. But Andrew Schultz, he just went to PBR for the first time, Pro Bull Riding, right?
Okay.
And he's like, dude, it was fucking packed.
It is.
And it's usually packed, right?
Mhm.
I know when we were coming to town, being in the service industry and shit,
Yeah.
we'd know time.
You
to
know when
fucking
they're
get
in.
going.
You know when it's time.
They double us. I remember this-
Cowboys everywhere.
Yep, this one place I worked, we only opened for dinner, but when they were in town, we did lunch too, and we didn't have a lunch crew, so we worked fucking doubles. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he said it was packed, and he talked to this woman. He's like, it seems busier than even normal. She's like, yeah, that Yellowstone show has been real big for like the whole cowboy.
I could see that.
Yeah, pretty well.
So I watched Heartland.
Okay.
I want to watch Yellowstone.
Yeah, I haven't finished Heartland.
I love Heartland.
Nashville, I loved.
I don't know what Nashville is.
Oh, you haven't seen the show Nashville?
No.
It's about the music industry. It's about the country music industry, but it's very cowboy, right? But I like the music industry part of it. That's why I like the show.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Oh, the Nashville.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's such a great show.
All right.
That's the life.
You got
Oh, with Hayden Panettiere. Yeah,
she's
such
great.
a cool show.
Yeah, she's got a great character in that show.
You're such a wimp. And that's not the word. A weep. What's the word?
I don't know.
I was trying to say it the other day.
Nashville's the shit. That's a great show.
A weeb. You're a fucking weeb.
It's not even a word.
Can you look up the definition of weed, producer?
Weed or
No, weeb. but with a B.
W-E-E-B.
That's not a word.
W-E-E.
So Chase asked, in a death duel, Mace Windu and Obi-Wan versus Anakin and Darth Sidious.
Anakin and Sidious, 100 million motherfucking %. You have the strongest guy in the Force ever, and you have the guy who taught him to be a dope motherfucker.
Okay, so
Oh, well, we know Windu can beat Sidious.
Hold on, we'll get in there.
what does
Then we know
weeb-
Obi-Wan can beat Anakin.
No, or was he just goading him? No, listen. So was Sidious just goading him? Oh, Anakin, you must help me.
No, he lost before Anakin got there. Basically, he was done. Yeah.
What are you talking about? Was done.
Dude, you think literally he got himself that close to death on purpose? He didn't. He thought he was going to win.
To turn Luke.
No, he thought he was going to win.
I'm sorry, to turn Anakin.
Anakin walked in after it was already
Anakin,
over, bro.
He created Anakin from the Force.
Yeah, but Anakin walked in
This
after
is his
it was
whole-
over.
You think Sidious didn't know? His
I
whole
think
point,
he didn't know.
His whole point was Anakin is the future of the Sith.
I know.
We
I just
must
don't
create it.
I don't
I'm
think
telling
he,
you.
I don't
I'm
think he
telling you.
knew.
No, I'm telling you the facts.
Okay. I'm telling you facts.
What is
Obi-Wan
Jared?
beat
Listen
Anakin.
here, you weebs.
Mace beat.
Yeah, please describe what
Mace
Jared
beat
is.
A
Sidious.
weeb is a derisive term for a non-Japanese person who is so obsessed with Japanese culture that they wish
Weeb.
they were actually Japanese.
Yeah.
Fucking weeb.
I don't know one Japanese
Owns 2
thing.
samurai swords.
Nope.
All you watch is Naruto.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
Yeah, and Attack on Titan.
Yeah,
It's,
nope.
All you watch.
You just described
That's
my
probably like the
sons.
one
Jacks off
culture
to
I don't know
hentai.
anything about.
You jack off to hentai.
Never. Don't even know
I've
how
seen-
to spell that word. And
Hentai.
so then,
Who's the weeb now?
yeah.
This guy.
I'm not sure that's a
Where
thing.
did I learn it from? This
Yeah,
guy.
but see, Chase gets it. Obi beat Anakin, and we know Windu beat Sidious. So,
Is he Bigfootin'?
boom. No, he's right. He's
Okay,
dead on. That's
check
what I
it.
said.
Check it.
Same answer.
You have Darth Sidious,
Who
right?
lost to Mace
the
Windu.
Emperor.
Who lost to Mace Windu. And
Okay,
Anakin
well, he was outnumbered.
lost to
He was
Obi-Wan.
outnumbered, but either way, and he didn't lose. I think he was just trying to weeb Anakin into killing Mace. How else are you gonna have him kill? And once you kill Mace, you can't. That's a line you can't
He
fucking
didn't
go
kill
back.
Mace. He cut his hand off.
Okay, once you
Sidious
attack,
killed Mace, supposedly.
once you attack, he's dead.
We don't know he's dead.
we
Even
need
the
definitive
actor who
deaths in
plays him
Star
says
Wars.
he wants to come back, and he doesn't believe his character's
You
dead.
said, Samuel L. Jackson. Don't say the actor who plays him. Like we don't know who he is.
I'm just saying,
Samuel
he
motherfucking
believes his
Jackson.
character's still alive.
Okay, well, he's dead. So he got thrown out of a fucking building 1,000 stories.
Yeah, and Jedis jump 1,000 stories on
So
cars.
dumb,
We've
I
seen it in
know.
Coruscant a million
Ugh.
times.
We've seen it in Coruscant.
Yeah.
Fucking weeb.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think Sidious could have won easily. He chose not to because he wanted to make sure that Anakin definitely chose his side and became a part of the Sith,
Right.
which he needed.
And that plan
D-Lock,
was him-
baby, Dark
he had
Lord
to
of the
see
Sith.
the future to know that Anakin was going to walk in at that exact moment.
Yes.
Okay, so
I
think
what the
that's
fuck does he
silly.
talk about that entire movie?
Yeah, no, I don't believe that that's what happened. that's silly.
Not a Jedi.
Yeah, in Sidious even.
Oh, you
want
want
to
to know? You want to know the future? You want to save your wife from death, from certain death? Oh, I can teach you that shit. Who can't? A Jedi, is what he says.
Yeah, But
No, he
that's-
does it like this. Ready? Look at me.
no
Look
bearing
at me.
on this.
No, he says it just like this too. He says, "Say, who can teach me that?"
That's not what he says.
Okay, you say, "Who can teach me?"
Who
that?
can teach me that?
Not a Jedi. You do the slow turn and look.
Oh, we've talked about that.
I know.
Exact scene.
I know.
Okay. Yeah.
Listen,
I
we
know
do
what you're talking about.
callbacks in this episode, in the show.
Yeah, we do.
In the long rat that
The
never
only
leaked.
overrated Jedi is
Is
Yoda.
Yoda?
That's funny.
Wow.
That's a good point. But Yoda being old as shit and tiny and what should be pretty weak, fucking stood up with the Emperor. Fucking beat him. Actually, he probably could have beat him. Yeah. So not too overrated, but all right. I think we're good, right? Is that the end? No. Oh, never mind. Sorry.
That was the end of the second Marvel minute.
Okay. Yeah, right. The Star Wars.
So Star Wars is a
minute.
whole nother chapter of Marvel that I need to also catch up on.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're putting somebody in the game. We're gonna hear from them personally, and we'll decide what's what. Who wins? We'll find out. Chase, are you on the line, big dog?
Hello, I'm here. I'm so hyped you guys actually answered my call.
Yes, the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah.
Chase.
But we know what you're gonna
Hey, how are you
say.
guys?
Doing well.
You're a smart
Even better
guy.
now that you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So my man, my brother, my friend. So you asked the question, but first, caveat. So you asked the question, who would win if Mace Windu and Obi-Wan fought Anakin and the Emperor?
Yep.
But let me ask you this, and I really, really want to know your opinion because you are a big Star Wars stan.
Yeah.
So do you think that Darth Sidious was sort of goading or sort of letting Mace Windu win so that he could get Anakin involved and Anakin to help him out? Because that's, once you go that and you fucking attack a Jedi, you're on Team Sith, right?
That's true, 100%. Now that you mention that, 100%, I
Yeah.
think Sidious was planning that because Sidious was
Facts.
the master of planning.
That's
50
his
steps
thing.
ahead.
Exactly right.
That's
exactly
Yeah,
right.
I don't know. He let
He
it go
did
way
Anakin
too
before.
far. I don't know.
Well, he was even there, and he's electrocuting and he's coming back to him, and he's like, "Help me!"
Yeah,
He's
but that's
literally
when
saying,
Anakin
"Dude."
shows up. What if Anakin stopped to take a piss? Like, he doesn't know that Anakin's going to walk in right before he,
does,
gets
though.
killed.
Think about it. Anakin was the one who reported to Mace Windu that
Yeah.
Sidious was the dark Sith that they were looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So without Sidious losing to Mace Windu, Anakin wouldn't have become Darth Vader.
That's true. But I think
100%.
Sidious was going to,
Yep.
I think he thought he was going to win. I don't think he thought Windu was going to beat him at all.
That's true. He also did think he was the most powerful Jedi. And
truly did.
Windu has the purple lightsaber because he knows both the dark side and the light side. That's what the purple lightsaber means.
Oh, no shit.
That's why he knew how to defend against the lightning.
Yeah. Well, what's his name even defended against the lightning without knowing? Rey.
I think the best Star Wars that could ever come out, possibly show or movie
Yeah.
nowadays, is if they brought Mace Windu back and they did a
Dude,
spin-off series with
I
him.
very much agree. I think if they did bring Mace Windu back, it would
Heck
be
yeah.
so dope because he's just such a great character.
Yeah.
But I
And he wants
Jedis
to.
get their hands cut off
He
all the
does want to.
time.
Yeah.
They can fall from extreme heights
We've
and
seen it.
survive.
We've seen
They
it.
have the Force.
you know me.
Yeah,
I'm
look
just,
at Darth Maul.
yeah.
yeah, exactly right. I'm just not a big fan, especially for that reason. Darth Maul, chief among them, is bringing people back, making deaths not matter anymore. You know what I mean? That's my one thing.
Right.
But I would,
No, I
I would,
agree.
but I would love to see Mace
If we
come
saw
back.
Mace Windu die, that would be different because it's kind of a big
Sort of
question
off
mark.
screen, yeah.
we don't know. And that's usually what happens with characters that don't die.
If
We
they
don't
didn't-
see their bodies.
If in the movie prior they didn't show Anakin jump from 1,000 feet on the same planet,
yeah.
to a car beneath,
They
and
did the
shit.
same shit.
If they
yeah.
didn't show that, I'd be
Obi-Wan
like,
too.
"You're crazy, you're nuts. There's no way." But because we did see that, then for sure,
Yeah.
I think they are going to bring him back
that'd be sick.
Yeah, I think so too.
because Samuel L. Jackson himself said multiple times by what Mace Windu. I would love if Mace Windu came back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
you
my
know,
God, who
and it's
wouldn't?
just a matter of time till Disney goes, "Hey, let's bring you back for a series."
Oh, it's happening for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So,
And he would do it. We know.
Princess, so far, what is your favorite Marvel movie that has come out that you've seen?
It's got to be Iron Man.
No.
Out of the ones you've seen, or Avengers, yeah, because it has them
maybe.
all. If anybody.
Okay, Chase, what is your favorite top? Well, because you've seen them all. Top 5 Marvel movies.
My top 5 Marvel movies.
I'm so curious for this answer.
How about top 3?
100%. Let me put it this way. Right now, as it stands, based on what I've been watching,
Sure.
Number 1, Captain America: Civil War.
Let's go. That's my number 1 too, bro.
That's
Fuck
a great
yes.
one.
It's perfect.
Number 2, I don't know about you guys, but number 2, I just watched it 2
Infinity
nights
War.
ago, and I was like, this is the best. Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, it's in my top 5. Yeah. I
it's
think
a
it's
great
number 4 or 5 for me. Yeah. It's
So
so
good.
dude.
I haven't seen that one yet.
When he's spinning around.
the good stuff.
I've only seen Thor and Dark World.
Oh, you know, the third one and the fourth one's okay, but the third one's the best. And like when he's like Thor, son of Odin, and he's like Seder, son of a bitch. Yeah, so good.
That's the scene I was like, this is the best.
This is the best movie, yeah.
I was like, this is genius.
And then he teleports there with the shake weight. The guys with the shake weight. It has Scourge.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good. All right,
Original. Iron Man original has to be my number 3rd.
Ooh,
I just
over
watched that and I get
Infinity War
reminiscent.
and Endgame.
Oh no! Scratch it.
Yeah.
You actually just reminded me.
Yeah.
We consider Infinity War Endgame
is
one
my
film.
Third favorite. Endgame is the best movie ever.
Yeah.
Period.
Infinity War, I think you have to put in the 4th place because
Yeah.
it sets it up for Endgame. It's what makes Endgame a great
I like
movie.
combining
Yeah,
them.
My
Jared and
fifth
I-
is Iron Man.
Yeah, no, I hear you, and Iron Man is so fucking good. But we combine Endgame and Infinity War just because my top
a part one, part
yeah,
two.
my
It's one movie.
It is.
yeah, it is. One does not exist without the other.
Yeah.
Period. And they're very
100%.
different.
I
In-
100% agree. So please, okay, I'm gonna include that as my 3rd, as
Perfect.
Infinity War
Okay.
and Endgame.
Endgame,
together
Infinity
as my
War.
3rd.
Okay.
Nice.
My 4th is
Ragnarok.
the original Iron Man.
Okay.
No, my 4th is the original
Got it,
Iron Man,
got it.
and my 5th is the original Captain America.
Ooh, that's
Ooh,
such a
over
good one, man.
over Winter Soldier.
Yeah, Captain America: Winter Soldier is really good. It's
I liked
hard
Winter
to do.
Soldier, but
a
I just
5.
loved the fact something about it being set in the 40s.
The 40s, yeah.
I
the
love
time period's the
Nazis
best.
getting
I
shot. It's
know.
so fun. I love watching
I love
Nazis
not,
get
like
blown
my favorite
up.
Quentin Tarantino movie is Inglourious Bastards.
It's mine too.
Yeah,
it's
it's
his
so
best.
fun.
It's
Yeah.
in my humble opinion, it's his best.
I love that whole time of the of history.
I love it.
I mean, World War II is
From 30s to
technology started really taking
50s,
off.
yeah.
UFOs started showing
From 30s
up.
to,
We've
like,
got
late 50s.
Yeah, when they were really trying to exactly.
yeah, it was a crazy
Love.
time in
Yep.
history. It's when the government started covering things up and lying a lot more to the people, government
That's your kind of stuff,
assassinations,
yeah.
and overthrowing other governments. I mean, this is really when we started getting dirty with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
the
Chase,
it's a fun
40s is
time in
when
the
the U.S.
world.
started to become the #1 superpower.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, oh no, yeah. After the Great War, World War One, and then after World War Two, sealed the fucking deal. We're like, okay,
Tons,
we're
yeah.
the world superpower.
That's when America's military budget shot up as to the #1 most spent thing is after World War II.
Well,
The government
that's
was
when
like,
our
"Hey, guys,
entire
let's make our
military
military
industrial
budget
complex,
#1."
was created.
Such
Yeah.
a cool
Existed.
time period.
So cool. So let me throw a little wrench in your list here. I love the top 5, really good, but just gonna say, no Guardians of the Galaxy 1 or 2 in there.
Yeah, it is really hard. I love
It's
Guardians
so
of the
tough.
Galaxy,
Yeah, it's
especially
too much.
because Guardians of the Galaxy, when it came out, was one of those
Epic.
things.
It was so
that
good. It was
you
Star
were
Wars.
Worried about.
A
You're
new
like,
Star Wars.
this isn't going to be good. And when it did come out, it was
Blew
phenomenal.
expectations.
You're like,
Weird.
wow.
Yeah. It was so weird how good it was.
I've watched maybe 11 of them, and I can't pick.
Yeah,
my
it's
top
too hard,
3.
yeah. I know.
They're
Okay, how about this, you
amazing.
guys?
What's up?
Favorite Guardians of the Galaxy character? Mine is
Rocket,
without a doubt.
100%. Rocket,
I like
1,000,000%. Yeah. So Princess is Groot.
Groot.
I love Groot 100%.
I think Jared thinks Rocket, but he's trying to.
No.
think of someone
Rocket's
else.
great, but Starlord is my favorite.
Oh,
He's
Quill's
one of
your
my favorite
favorite.
characters. Yeah. So like my
Star-Lord is
two
the
favorite
best.
Marvel
Yeah, but Rocket is just
MCU
so
characters.
hilarious
Rocket's
to
so
me.
great.
They should never get rid of Rocket.
I agree.
He
Chase,
should be the
I'll t-
last Guardian.
I'll tell you what.
And
He's
Quill.
a bad motherfucker.
I'll tell you what. I think he's a goner this next movie, and I think
I agree. I
It'll
saw the
make
little
sense.
film
Yeah, I hope not.
You saw what?
and stuff.
You
The
saw.
evidence.
Say again. You cut out for a
He
second.
said he saw the evidence.
Sorry,
In what?
I saw a film theory short.
Yep,
where,
that's what I
based
saw.
off what you were
Where,
talking
that's where I talked
Yep.
last episode. Yeah, where it shows the logos and depending on the
Exactly.
logo, who's gonna die.
Hmm.
So do you
That's
think
why
Drax
I
is a
think
goner
him
too?
Drax. Him and Drax are gonna die.
I think very possibly.
Interesting.
I think so.
Yeah. But yeah, Iron Man and Starlord are like my two favorite Avengers. They're like two of my favorite characters. Yeah.
Over Cap?
Yeah. Yeah,
No
you know
shit.
that. I'm not a big Cap fan.
Jared,
I like Cap,
did
but
you
he's
see
not in my top
the
two.
video?
No,
Did you see the video
the
about
film theory
why
one we're talking about.
Drax and
No,
remember
but
I told
Cameron
you
did
Ron
talk
did it.
about it
Yeah.
in last episode.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got the theory from him, but I haven't seen it.
You got to see it with the logos. and him
I
explain
believe
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be true. It's
really
sad.
those are gonna be the two
I
die.
wouldn't want that to happen.
And
but-
it makes sense. And it even makes sense, which is the best part.
It makes sense. It's not like a ridiculous thing they would do.
So last question, then we'll let you go. Then we're probably going to sign off. If you were to have a lightsaber, what color would it be?
100%. Any color, any lightsaber. I would do.
A double-sided.
I would do purple.
Purple's great.
Purple's so dope.
No, I wouldn't do double sided. I would do
Two
100%
singles?
Would do one.
I would
And this
do-
is why. Have you guys ever played, or if you guys haven't played virtual reality, Beat Saber?
No.
Beat Saber is like Guitar Hero.
I know.
love Beat
I know. It's
Saber.
so dope looking.
Right?
You know what I'm playing
My
right now?
favorite
shit
is
all
when
the
I
time.
play with one lightsaber. My
Really?
favorite is when I play with one lightsaber,
Yeah.
and it like makes you realize, wow, like what you would use. And
Oh, man. Yeah.
I'm best with one lightsaber.
Wow.
Go home and play lightsabers.
So can I tell
one
you what? I'm
purple
playing
lightsaber is what I would use.
one purple. Okay. I would use probably two red. And I would Ahsoka Tana it. I would do one facing forward, one reverse grip.
Nice.
Fucking A. But
That's smart. Wait,
Yeah.
like the type you could take apart, like the Sans Ventress? You
no.
could take apart your.
Oh, if you could put it and make it double and then take it apart again, yeah, I would do that. You're right. That's what I would do. You're right.
Yeah, like a Sans Ventress.
She's
could do
such a
that.
dope character. Yeah. With the coolest name.
Nice.
But all right, we'll let you go because we're
love
going to wrap
that.
up the show.
Thanks for calling, man.
Yeah, thanks so
Always
much.
good to have you.
Always a pleasure, dude.
Yeah, I appreciate
Yeah,
you
bro.
guys answering the call, having me on here. Thank you guys.
Pleasure's
Yeah.
ours. Thank you.
Glad
brother.
you enjoyed the episode.
Yeah. Take care, man.
Yep. All right. See you guys. Bye.
Bye, man.
See ya. So very cool. So always a good conversation when Chase is involved.
Mm-hmm.
So all right, guys. I think that was a very successful, fun episode.
Yeah, learned a lot. We still don't know what causes these phenomena. I mean, and obviously nobody does.
Oh, yeah, I specifically didn't. I think your light's on. Didn't want to say anything specific because we don't know. Yeah, there it is. Because we don't know, and I didn't want to give any theories, and I want people to come up with their own ideas. Ooh, maybe it's Bigfoot. You know, whatever you think, that might be it.
I think it's everything. I
Yeah,
think it's
let's
a
see.
mixture of aliens,
Everything
cryptids,
or nothing. First create serious vanity, misshapen chaos of well-seeming
knows?
forms.
Yeah,
Who knows?
yeah, a little Shakespeare.
Little Shakespeare for you, ladies and gentlemen. Boom, you boys got the fucking good.
You just Shakespeare Bigfooted. Yeah,
Oh, and you
we
said
could call
you
it the
didn't
Big
like-
Spear,
the shake foot.
the Shake Foot, or the Big Spear.
Shakespeare's foot.
The Big Spear's fun. The Big Spear's funner.
Shakespeare's
Guys,
Bigfoot. In.
thank you so very much. From all of us at the podcast number
Thank
6, we
you.
love you. From Jared.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be here. Fun subject. Thank you guys. You taught me a lot. Princess, great segment. Cameron, slayed it. UFOs,
Same to you,
fucking love it.
Jared.
Great audience, great chat today. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. And Princess, anything to say to the humans, people?
Just I love of you, everybody.
Mhm.
I love
She
of you, everybody.
She loves of you, everybody.
Yeah.
I love of you, everybody.
And she's an Italiano. Such an awesome episode.
Stay safe out there.
Would be
people.
cool to see you do another one before Tuesday. Maybe a Friday or Starfish night episode.
Saturday night, baby?
I'm sure he means
I
Saturday
like
night.
Starfish Night. That's probably like a special holiday that Chase might
Celebrates.
celebrate.
Yeah.
Is he a
Guys, I
mermaid?
really would love an episode on Starfish Night.
Yeah, if you would do my
it's my
Starfish
one
nights.
night a year.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's one yeah. Well, my one night a month. Oh, it's
Yeah.
monthly.
Our Starfish episode.
Anyway,
Oh, shit.
Chase, you're hilarious. But no, we are gonna start doing double episodes as soon as we're hitting a benchmark very soon, and then we're gonna start doing two times a week.
Cool.
Anyway, so thank you so much. I love you guys. This
Grab
is
your
Jared.
friend's
This has been
phone,
Princess.
subscribe
This
to
has
our
been Cameron.
channel.
Like, subscribe, hit that bell.
Boom.
Fucking
Ding.
do some shit in the comments. Leave a funny note. Tell us your favorite part. Tell us what you thought of the episode. Tell us what you think is great, funny,
Theories.
shitty. Tell us your theories on shit that's happened.
Yeah.
We want it. We want it all because we read it. We read all of your
And we
comments,
will
guys.
reply.
And we will not reply. No, we will reply.
Yeah.
So happy. Thank you guys so much. You have a good one. Woo! Podcast never
Love
sleeps.
y'all.
We out. Well done.
PTNS. PTNS.
Awesome. Beautiful. I have no idea what he was saying. PTNS?
Podcast that never sleeps.
But it's the podcast. It's TP.
Yeah, but you don't do the. You just do PTNS.
Oh. But, okay. That's fine.
That works.
Yep.